welcome. We're shot out of a cannon today. It's May 14th, 2025. We got DJ RiFiK. We got the one and only Pat Jira with us. We're at the 239 Live studio. We got tons of show sponsors. We're getting more of them every day. Patrick, DJ, welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Hello. Morning.
Bruins in the house. You gotta love it.
This place is beautiful, by the way.
We have a fun time here.
Listen, I work for iHeartMedia, and you guys did your thing here.
Oh, wow.
I like this.
That's a compliment.
I like
Yeah.
it.
DJ saying we got, we're working up there. And DJ.
Doing big things.
I heard it's got nothing on us.
I plead the fifth there. I can't say a word.
Do they have a death row mural?
No, the death row mural is, which I'm going to post on my IG, is definitely, I love that thing.
Awesome. Love it.
Hold on, guys. I got to fix this real quick. I need you guys to just chat just for a second. We're already in a scramble.
Scramble mode?
Yeah.
All right.
Technical difficulty.
I know being a DJ and appreciating, music, especially 90s hip hop, that someone like you would appreciate that Vibe magazine.
What was the first thing I videoed when I came in here? Was that picture. Yeah, I love that thing.
And shout out to Miss Soon. She did that painting for us, and Don did the photo shoot. Danny Papa was a big part of it too, and it turned out great. We had a lot of fun.
He looks like the Godfather on the bottom.
Oh, that's Tim. That's what I said. Tim looks like the Godfather. He is the Godfather. But how about Tim, ex-chief of operations, Collier County Sheriff's Office? Shout out to Collier County Sheriff's Office.
Yo.
Is portraying Suge Knight now in his afterlife. I mean, life has really come full circle for.
Ice-T is literally on a cop show.
I
feel like no matter what, it just circles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, back in my law enforcement days, and I'll go ahead and bring it up here. Today,
perfect segue.
This month,
what I did there?
Yeah, this month actually is military appreciation, and it's also law enforcement appreciation.
Yeah.
And, we love our law enforcement, but here's a picture of me back in the day.
You pulled me over before.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
After the club one night. That was you.
Timmy G's giving out more tickets than Taylor Swift sold. He's I'm just kidding.
That's fine. That's fine.
Why you giving that look?
No, I don't have a problem with writing tickets, but I can tell you that back in those days, if I stopped you and pulled you over and I gave you a ticket when I was a captain, you did something really bad.
You weren't one of the
really bad. Yeah.
You didn't pull people over for going 1 mile over the speed limit.
Yeah, no.
Driving on the sidewalk in Naples.
Yeah.
Parking.
There's a little bit going on in Naples. I mean, we're not like crazy. But
you had to call me out.
Yeah, that's why I said you realize it was studio. I don't want you to park.
He told me to pull it.
No, man, you can crush me all you want.
No. I'm talking about parking in the handicap spot.
Yeah, that's what you definitely need to.
Tim's like, no.
I didn't even realize it. I'm just on the phone with my girl, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'll park right here. And then he's like, no.
So I don't know. Maybe I told Tim maybe he's got a handicap sticker. I don't know.
I'm not there yet.
Is it visually or physically handicapped?
Well,
hey, let me ask you this question.
Shoot.
Do you ever see somebody pull up in a handicap spot and then watch when they get out and see if they're fucking legit?
They run out. They come sprinting out.
Facts.
The store. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
And I get pissed. And I've got family members that are like, oh, I'll just take the handicap. No, we're not doing that. Don't take your friggin' uncle's, brother's, cousin's handicap sticker and stick it up so we can park.
I always check to see the dates right on them because they never are.
Does anyone check them though?
Sounds like DJ's done that
But let me
before.
ask you something. As ex-police, do you go around checking if they have a handicap sticker, and if they do, you check the expiration?
Yeah, of course. I mean, when I was a captain patrol, I didn't do that a whole lot.
Right.
But if it's like a little gangbanger running up in there and they parked in the wrong spot.
Situational.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think gangbangers have handicap stickers on their car.
Someone back like me. You never know.
Yeah, I guess.
It could have got shot.
Right. 9 times.
Never know.
Like 50 Cent. Maybe they got shot up and become handicapped.
But, so if that pisses you off, please put that in the comments. If somebody's abusing the handicap deal, that's just something that's a big no-no for me.
Yeah.
Because, somebody might really need
it. Yeah.
I remember a guy was running for sheriff one time, and won't mention his name. He's not the current sheriff, hasn't been the sheriff.
Right.
Never going to get the sheriff. He goes, one thing I'm going to do when I become the sheriff, I'm going to go to Walmart and I'm going to get rid of half of those handicapped parking spots. That is ridiculous. And what he doesn't understand is that's all state statute laws. It has nothing to do with the sheriff's office on how many.
That's why they didn't vote for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
I know exactly what you're talking
but there's some people that probably would. but it's kind of funny. So what's up with you guys?
Oh, just busy night last night. Naples.
What'd you do last night, Patrick?
I went to the Naples City Lifestyle event, had dinner, and went home.
And then
we don't want to talk about boring.
I got a text at midnight. So
no.
DJ, what'd you do this past weekend or during
the
this
weekend
week so far?
Well, last night I was at Blue Martini for tequila night.
What?
Yeah, that's always fun.
You DJ that?
Yeah.
Or were you drinking?
No, he was just there. He was just there hanging out.
My
You
schedule.
never know.
Yeah.
My schedule's a little crazy. I'm on the radio 7 days a week. So I do the mixes on the morning show and the Freak Show, the #1 morning show on iHeartMedia. And then I am in charge of all the DJs. I'm the mix show coordinator for every DJ. We have about 18 on there for the mix show we do over the weekend. We do it from 5 p.m. till 3 a.m. the next morning.
Wow.
We're the soundtrack to your weekend. I like to say that we're the soundtrack to your blackout if you're lucky. So you have to be careful. Erase those pictures if that happens. Then I'm at the pub. I'm at Blue Martini Tuesday, Friday the pub, and then Saturday I have brunch at Bar Tulia, and then I am going absolutely crazy on stage at Blue Martini on Saturday night. It's a vibe. It's my favorite thing. It's like a drug to me. I absolutely love it.
So you're the official DJ of Mercado, basically.
Can I say drugs with an ex-officer here? Is that?
Yeah, no, you're good.
You can say drugs with an ex-officer and an ex-addict. Absolutely.
There we go. Perfect.
We talk about drugs freely here.
There you go.
We got some big
Not
names
that we promote them.
Not to go there. Aaron's in the house. We got
Good morning,
in
Mom.
the house.
Good morning, Aaron.
And your man, Joe Pavich.
Pavich, Joey P. I don't know if you know Joe Pavich, the biggest real estate agent.
Oh, I've met him before. Yes,
behind me,
Lee County, Southwest Florida. Him and Patrick Dearborn. I could say Patrick Dearborn on Wednesday. Joe Pavich is a huge hip hop head. Like, we'll talk hip hop. He'll text me a song in the morning. We'll talk hip. And when I say hip hop, I'm not talking about Biggie or Jay-Z, like Gangstar and
you mean like the
real hip hop,
like not the what I call that public hip hop when it comes to Biggie. I mean, I love Tupac and everything, but you're talking about like what they call the B side, 100%.
MOP, Gangstar, MC8, like random hip hop. Tim's looking at me like I got two foreheads, which I do after that Botox.
A little bit of hip hop, a little bit of New Kids in the Block.
Yeah,
that's where I'm
you like the real street hip hop.
Little Marky Mark.
Shout out to Boston.
My first concert was New Kids on the Block, and I can remember like it was yesterday. This girl was just screaming, "Joey, I love you!" And I leaned over to her and I was like, "He doesn't know you exist." And
that have to ruin it for?
Because I was 12 and an idiot.
Yeah, okay. A mass hole.
Because Joey loved me.
That's what we call mass holes. People from Boston
I have a sticker on my lamp at my house that says that.
Yeah, on your lamp.
I put it on a baseball lamp.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Fenway Park seats at my house too. I'm a little bit of a crazy person when it comes to Boston.
Boston,
yeah, I know
fans
that.
are fanatics and crazy.
And this is crazy because I probably haven't seen you. It's been a while. I mean, we go back probably like 15 years.
It's been like 10 years, and then you walked into the magazine event.
Yeah.
At
Playgirl.
Ascent.
You walked into my Playgirl photo shoot, which I didn't know why you were there, but it's cool.
It was very unexpected.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hadn't seen you probably in about.
He was the fluffer for my pictures.
Yeah,
it was great.
How did I do?
Pictures came out great, bro.
Awesome. Good. I was there to do one job and I did it.
You did it. I love it.
You can't say that very often, right, Tim?
Yeah, no, you can't say it very often. You did it. Pat, you with the one job.
Good morning,
Good morning, Deb. And we got Drew on. Good morning.
Good morning, Drew.
Hey, ask the DJ a question,
yes. You don't have to.
Yeah. Ask him a question. We love that.
Good seeing Drew in the house last night, and we're going to go do
Drew was there?
Drew was there. Yeah, we had dinner with Drew as well. And we're going to go do a shoot at his chiropractor office next week.
Really, Joe? EPMD. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Joe can throw it out.
Throw out anything to Joe.
I'll give you that.
He'll sell anything. He'll answer any hip hop question. He's silly like that, right, Joe? Jerky Boy reference. And he gets Jerky Boy's references too. Like, there's only 3 people probably in the state: myself, Sab, and Joe Pavich that get Jerky Boy's references.
Do you know they have that Jerky Boys at the Sidebar?
Yeah.
You know Sidebar?
Of course, Marty. Yeah.
What is that 90s bar? The Alley.
The Alley.
If you pick up the payphone It has Jerky Boys.
Get out of here.
Yes, because I let my son pick up the payphone. He looked at it weird because
Like,
he's
what's-
6. He's like, what's this? I'm like, dude, just pick the phone.
Yeah.
He picked it up, and the guy was yelling about his penis. And I'm like, nope, give that back to me. We're done. And then right on the bottom, it said, must be 18. And I'm like, great, yeah.
Good. Hey, good watching out, Dad.
That could have been Tim on the other line,
bar,
too. I don't know.
The bar and the payphone.
I was doing an event. I was doing an event there
He
for
was
239.
working.
I was doing
He
an
was
event for
working.
239 DJs. But yes, I won Dad of the Year yesterday. So thank you.
I think, yeah, Pat's right there too, right?
What?
You bring the kids around, which is good.
It was a Saturday
Yeah,
afternoon.
and it was a horse race.
A horse race.
Yeah, there
and
you
a
go.
live in the
And she
239
won.
live from
And
the
she
mini
won.
bar.
Did they
Morning,
get,
Kev.
Did they win their bets on the horses? You know you let your kids bet on the horses.
No,
don't
no,
lie.
but she actually won an auction, a silent auction. She won a necklace. So
Nice.
that was a win.
Okay, we got a little question here.
What?
Hold it.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Joe Pavich asked,
Wait,
"What's
What's
there's a
my
little bit more
favorite
to
hip
it.
hop song? Oh, see, that's two different. Is that
get-
two different
no,
questions?
to get the
Same
crowd
questions, I just rolled it down a little
to get
bit.
the crowd going?"
Well, I'm going to answer
I
that.
like that's a good question.
I'm going to answer
I'm
that.
curious.
I'm going to answer that 2 ways. First of all, my favorite hip hop song of all time is "Renee" by Lost Boys. Hands down. I will listen to that every day. I probably listen to that song.
So
They
Lost
tell,
Boy,
They tell stories.
They tell stories. Lost Boys, little group out of Southside Jamaica, Queens. In case
Now,
you're wondering,
what's my-
That's in California.
that's
right?
in California. R.I.P. Freaky Ta. Love it. Go ahead.
What's my favorite hip hop song to get the crowd,
crowd
going?
going.
See, that's a tough one because I consider myself a full open format DJ. Like I'm in talks right now about doing something that involves country too. So can't speak about it yet, but I know. But it's gonna be. Just wait. It'll be different.
It'll
That's
be
all that
riffing.
matters. It has to be different. It hasn't been done around here. So I'm hoping that works out good. But to get the crowd going, the open format DJ style it matters what crowd I have. But if you want to say what old school song just gets everyone going all the time, without a doubt, we all make a joke about this as DJs. This is how we do it by Montel Jordan.
Oh, I hate that. That's
Listen.
not a hip-hop
Well, you're
song.
not gonna like the other one either.
That's all.
Is that song? But see, there's no. And then yeah, by Usher. But if you want to say a hip hop song that gets the crowd going, the answer is 0 because there is no old school hip hop you can really play in a club that you're going to consider hip hop. Like you don't consider Montel Jordan hip hop. I
Nope.
fully agree with you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's no song that I'm going to go up there and play Renee and the crowd's going to go crazy. They're not going to.
No, but the first one that came to my mind would be Hip Hop Array, Naughty by Nature. Get the crowd kind of.
Montel Jordan is considered in the same genre as hip hop Ray, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. You could do hip hop Ray. People don't bounce around to that anymore. If you want to talk about genres like that, that's a very good question, though.
I mean, that's one that would immediately come to mind. I mean, but I guess everyone's different because like if you put on Biggie Juicy, I feel like that.
So I have a mix of Juicy that also has Bruno Mars in it. I want to be a billionaire, so the billionaire is in the hook, and then Biggie's rapping. That one always works. Changes by Tupac always hits hard towards the end of the night. So stuff
what
like that.
About
was
DMX, we right here.
Oh,
or
no,
any
DMX up in here. Yeah,
up
so you
in
know what?
here.
You just did it for me.
Yeah.
I do a mix, and I've done it a lot because it's so much fun, is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air into DMX up in here. And it literally, people are singing the song word for word for Fresh Prince.
Really?
And then I scratch in and put the beat behind it of DMX, and people just go crazy. And then it goes right into it. It's a lot of fun.
I like that. Who's your top 3 favorite DJs of all time?
Oh, God. That's going to put me on the spot. I would have to sit down and think.
Or I told you we don't do scripts here. I'm not going to tell you.
No, I know that.
But-
I'm fine with that.
No. So the Mount Rushmore of DJs, and it could be anything from hip hop DJs to house or whatever.
I can tell you that one of the DJs is Avicii because he the story that he went through and the struggle he went through, and it shows how even if you're a small town, like there's a lot of DJs in this town that I respect and I've looked up to, and I know they go through what I go through, which is wherever you go, everyone knows you. You could even ask my fiance this. I remember when I first started talking to her, I was like, "Hey, let's go somewhere where someone won't know me," and she's like, "Okay, weirdo, you're full of yourself. Like this is gonna be. I don't want this guy." Literally, she told me she said that to herself.
And you start talking,
and then literally we went out, and someone just came up to me, was like, "RiFiK, hey, what's up?" And then people asked me for tickets because I'm on the radio. Like so, Avicii watching that. I mean, I'm like a minuscule ant compared to Avicii, and everything he did was just amazing. The struggle he went through. So I always looked up to him. Sadly enough, rest in peace. He took his life. So I mean that is very sad when it comes to that. Now I'm going blank. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's DJ.
Oh, Jazzy Jeff.
Thank you. He's my number one.
Really?
Yeah.
Jazzy Jeff.
I've met him twice, and he acts like he's not good.
Yeah.
Like every time he came to the radio station, in Boston, he was just chill.
We got a little bit of Joe Pavich, Rage Against the Machine, Renato. Avicii documentary is so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, the Avicii documentary. That's what I'm talking about. That documentary.
Naughty by Nature.
Yeah, that documentary is what got me like all teary-eyed and respected his whole situation. And you could take that documentary and literally put it into your everyday life. If you're just an average entertainer or an average DJ or radio DJ, whatever you are, you can definitely relate to what he went through.
And interesting, and I didn't really actually know this till DJ Jimmy Espo came on. I didn't know that.
Oh, my dad was here?
Your dad, I tell you what.
Hi, Dad.
That's a sharp-looking dad that you got.
Oh, my dad, Jimmy is a wonderful human.
He's cooler than the other side of the pillow. Jimmy's absolutely too cool, and I didn't know that was your partner for 239 DJs.
Yeah, so how we met is actually hilarious.
Was you delivering pizzas?
I was.
And he was in the shower.
He started dating my mother.
Okay.
And then
and then things progressed quickly.
So I heard from one of my friends that there was a guy in town, because I've been talking about starting a DJ business for a while. I can't be in clubs my whole life. I'm 46 years old and I'm dancing on stage like I'm in my 20s. Mm-hmm. And it definitely is going to backfire on me one day. So I was at Blue Martini. Someone told me about this gentleman who came into Bartulia, and he had his own business in Boston and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Thanks for not getting me his number or any of his information. Like, you're not a friend. So I would just happen to be outside of Blue Martini before I start. What I do is I go outside. My big thing when I show up to the club is say hi to everybody. Mm-hmm. Everyone that I work with, I say hi to them. Just like at the end of the night, I thank the kitchen staff, the bathroom staff, out front collecting money, all the managers, bartenders. Without them, I would be sitting there playing music by myself. Right. And that's a problem. A lot of DJs in this town, in the country, think that it's them. Mm-hmm. They think that, I'm DJ, blah, blah, blah. No, you're not. If there was no liquor, you wouldn't be doing this. If there was no security, there'd be fights. Right. Like, if there was no hot girls, there wouldn't be a bunch of guys coming out to spend money on the other girls that are coming. Like, just be relative. We're all in this together. So, that's me rambling from being ADD. But back to outside the club, I saw a guy with a 617 shirt on. And I looked at him and I'm like, Boston? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, RiFiK? And I was like, how do you know my name? He goes, it's on your chain, you idiot. And I was like, I like you. That's exactly what I said out loud. And we just started talking.
There's not many people from Boston and Naples, so what's the chance?
It was weird.
Right? Yeah, weird.
So weird.
Just a few
took
of us.
over. So
I'm a maniac.
So he had 617 in Boston, which I did my research as one of the, if not the best, probably the best business in Boston for weddings and all the other events he does, like fashion shows and stuff like that. And the big puppy event that I get to do with him next year is going to be absolutely amazing. He does that every year. But he just was down here, and one day he bought the 239 DJs like link, and he just hit me up. He said, hey, you want to do this? And I was like, yeah. I mean, I still let me think about it. And I talked to my girl, because that's what I do. And before anyone says, oh, you're whipped by your girl. Nah, it's called respect, talking to your woman about, because she's going to do something you don't like. You kind of want her to be like, I'm not going to do that because a man doesn't like it. Like, before people get on me for that. But I was like, I thought about it. I talked to her, and I was all in. And Jimmy Espo is beyond his talent as what he does as a businessman, as his DJ. He is one of the greatest human beings I've ever met in my life. And he's gone out of his way to teach me the other side of club life, because it's not about clubs. It's about making money in business. He says opinions don't matter, zeros matter. And that's something that really stuck with me. That. Yeah, I really stuck with me big time. So I'll give a shout out to Jimmy, and now I'm done. I'm done talking about him now.
Shout out Jimmy Espo, and then real quick, Joe Pavich says, "Do we remember Funkmaster Flex?" Yeah,
I actually know him. And not throwing my look at me.
That's two name drops today.
Two name drops already. Let's count them.
So put a counter up there.
So here's
Patrick Dearborn name drop.
I know Pat.
I know Patrick Dearborn.
I know
Joe
Pavich.
I know Joe Pavich and Patrick Dearborn.
So the thing is, when you're on the radio, it's a really small community, especially iHeart and stuff like that. So you actually run into a lot of people, or you get being the mix show coordinator, I talk to a lot of record labels. Mm-hmm. So I get to meet a lot of people and do a lot of things. Funkmaster Flex, I actually met in New York when I went to visit there for a music festival.
Hot 97?
Yep, at Hot 97.7, and he was one of the craziest, nicest people. He was just so kind-hearted, but yeah, he's also out of his mind in a good way. like a very good way, and very talented.
He's still going too.
Bomb dropper. Yeah, he has to be like 50 something now.
He likes
right?
to drop bombs. Yeah, he definitely. That's his thing.
Yes, 100%. And
Yeah,
then
you'd have to
bring it back.
Tim's looking at me
you
like
think I'm not so. I'm not that fudging old.
He just heard bomb and he was like,
yeah.
officers
I'm
respond.
gonna write you a citation.
That's what I did in the military. That's what I did in the military.
Yeah.
I built bombs.
How about DJ K Slay, Joe Pavich? Do you know DJ K Slay if you're a real hip hop head? But
You've always been a hip hop head since the first day I've known you. Yeah, you've been a little.
Now, how you guys know each other?
We're mutual friends, I guess.
It's honestly from Sabatino, isn't it?
Sab.
Yeah, Sab.
Yeah.
I love me some Sab.
Yeah, I love it.
Sab is good. We got to get him up. We got to get him up out of bed.
I'll tag him, but Sab usually rolls into the show about 9:20. He starts dropping some
stuff. Let's go ahead and do a couple after we get
Sab.
Sab.
Pay some bills.
Pay some bills, but I wanted to definitely have a shout out to Sab, and then we explain a little bit of our little contest.
Talk some news and some reels. I know you've never done this before, so we'll see how you do.
No, it's the first time I've ever been in front of a microphone.
That's the first time, yeah.
Wow, it's crazy.
Pay a couple bills and we're golden.
Let's give a big shout out to our show sponsors, Becker Custom Builders. Blake Becker and his team are always about luxury design, top-notch quality, and giving you the best experience imaginable. Becker Custom Builders are experts in building your dream kitchen, bathroom, or even making your outdoor kitchen area a reality. They will take your plain house and make it into a cozy, welcoming home. So if you're looking to upgrade your space, Becker Custom Builders is the only place to look. They've got you covered. Blake and his team have whipped up the studio in no time, and it's looking great. Remember, contact Becker Custom Builders.
Was brought to you by Vanguard Partners, a consulting agency built for service-based business owners. If you've been giving away control of your success to marketing agencies, coaches, or even your accountant, it's time to take it back. Vanguard Partners was founded by Bryce, a business owner who owns 3 service-based companies himself. He'll teach you how to generate your own leads, create offers customers actually want, and manage your cash, percentages, and key performance indicators so you're not stuck guessing what's next. Visit Now Trade Money Biz Profit to book a free call and get your business back on track.
Very excited to share news about our great affiliate product, CellFit. CellFit is the first and only therapeutic enzyme that utilizes breakthrough cellular technology to make every cell in your body stronger and healthier. The benefits people are seeing are incredible. Pain is gone. Sleep is better. Energy is increased. Clarity is sharpened. Memory is enhanced. Skin is more clear and radiant. It's 100% bioavailable, which means it starts working right away. It's 100% natural and definitely no junk from China. Get fit from the inside out. And get yours today at getselfit.com.
Hey, Patrick, did you take your CellFit today?
The elegance of your home with Clean and Seal Curb Appeal. Our premium brick paver sealing enhances color, adds lasting protection, and delivers a polish, upscale finish. Clean and Seal, bringing timeless curb appeal to your home.
All right. We're back in action. We got we got the DJ here today.
We got the DJ.
DJ RiFiK.
This DJ.
And he rocks,
Warren
man.
G.
There you go. I knew you would know.
Yeah.
Trying to wake up Sab.
Yeah, we got to get a few of these people. Well, this is Wild Wednesday. We got a few videos. We got a couple little shootouts, a couple tasers, a couple of young kids with guns.
You're getting really excited. He's getting really excited about that.
And that was just Tim's night last night.
As excited as you get over the DJs and stuff, I like that. I like the
law enforcement,
the fun stuff. So yeah,
we're gonna talk about tasers for 45 minutes.
Oh, Chickabee. Chickabee goes, if you ain't ammo,
Chickabee, I missed you yesterday.
Yeah,
she did the pledge
at
the
ammo troop.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
At the commissioner's office. Yeah.
Nice.
I love it, Chickabee. Yeah. So if you ain't ammo, you ain't shit. That's kind of what. So
you're gonna have to explain that.
Yeah, let me explain this to you.
I don't get that either.
When I went in the Air Force, I took my ASVAB test, and they needed bomb loaders and builders. I scored very well on the ASVAB, but what they need bomb loaders and bomb builders. So what you get is some crazy mofos that are in ammo. So basically what we did was we were the ones responsible for building the bombs, delivering them to the flight line, uploading them on the aircraft.
And we always had this saying, basically, like, if you're not an ammo troop, you ain't shit. So if you ain't ammo, you ain't shit. So Chickabee writes it on there. So not many people know that.
So just cockiness. I like it.
Yeah, cockiness, a little bit of arrogance. But doing I don't want to say stupid job, because if you don't have anybody to bring the bombs out, you're kind of like back to square one, kind of like you in the DJ world, right? But yeah, so just kind of one of those things that stuck with us.
Do you really say mofos?
Mofos, yeah.
He has that tatted on him somewhere.
Sorry, Pat, had to go be with the dogs.
Yeah, no, sorry, I missed you.
Yeah.
We'll formally meet here soon. Maybe you can come by the studio one time. I know you've never been by the studio.
Look, yeah, we got to definitely have her
Sabatino, look at that.
Look at that. Sab in the house.
Oh, look at those adorable kids. I'm so happy for you, Sab. Real talk.
And in all seriousness, Sab is an absolutely amazing
father. He's a great human in general.
He's an all right human, but he's a great father and husband.
All right,
I missed our Jerky Boys references, Sam. Get back to work.
It's been fun with you guys so far. I mean, this is great when you have a DJ, because he can keep it rolling.
It can go all downhill any second, guys.
Totally fucking out of control.
You'd be surprised that people hang on to every little words that we say too. Like,
you guys literally told me just to come in here and have fun and whatever, and I'm like, cool. That's what I do every day on the radio. Let's do that.
And that's kind of what it's all about. And
you've been following this Diddy trial?
Yeah, we have. We got a couple slides coming up.
No, I want to get really put you on this.
So
I love making people uncomfortable. Just mention the word Diddy.
So I'm gonna not make you happy with this, but I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on the whole Diddy thing.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, really?
If you're scared, then just say.
If you're a defendant, just please let us know.
Oh, hold on. All
right, there's video of me.
Hold on. Tim, you'll appreciate this. So Cassie, I believe she I don't want to get this wrong, but I believe she testified yesterday in court. She was in court. And guess what she said? You know what those 1,000 bottles of baby oil were for?
For the pool.
For the
baby pool. I sent you that.
Well, I was a little busy yesterday.
Yeah, I sent you that. I think you were in the
He
pool.
thinks the only thing I can say is Diddy came out saying
Larry was right. So Larry, my podcast partner, Larry Love, was on the podcast when this was all going down. We were talking, well, what does one do with 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Because you can use your imagination. You can do some pretty crazy stuff, right? And Larry's like, no, that could easily be explained. You get one of them kiddie pools and you fill it up with baby oil.
Wrestling.
We laughed at him.
Do you not think that like we know that you can do that, but for the thought that you're doing that is like a little bit jacked up.
The first thought that comes to mind.
Anytime you say kiddie pool and lube, I'm out.
Exactly.
Completely out.
Right, exactly.
So kiddie, the word.
I know. I get it.
Poor choice, but he meant inflatable swimming pool. You get that up and you have.
It's for oil wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's from that movie Old School when Blue, my boy Blue, when he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
But give us a little bit of reason why you're out on this whole thing. I mean, you just don't want to be involved or what? I mean, I'm a little bit curious.
Controversial?
Now. I mean, come on now.
Were you at a Diddy party?
He's not going to tell us that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell you that I used to run them. No, no, it's honestly.
If you don't remember them, they don't count.
It's fine.
It's honestly because of what I do for a living. Mm-hmm. I will tell you this, and I have no problem saying this.
Yeah,
I won't play his music.
No, I probably.
Okay, hold on.
So listen, there's actually.
When you say his music, so you don't play No Biggie?
No, this is what I was going to tell you. That's crazy because I knew you were going to come at me that way. There is a DJ out of Boston, and I will look up his name in a second. Mm-hmm. He made what is called no Diddy edits. Mm-hmm. So every song that you've ever heard with Diddy in the background went, oh, bad boy. It's gone.
Take that.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, but so
and Take That takes different purpose now with the whole court thing.
Wow.
But,
yeah.
So it's I have a whole folder and I share it with other DJs too. That's no Diddy edit. So every song that Diddy was in, he's no longer in.
He's not in, but he owns the publishing to those songs.
I don't.
So
well,
it's still Diddy.
I don't care about that. I just don't want to hear his voice.
Yeah, it's kind of like, how about when Michael Jackson, his whole thing? Did you play his stuff?
Look at that. And just like that, Larry Love is going to have to testify.
And then also there was a little pivot.
We just struggle.
I love you guys, and let's go.
Larry Love into this Diddy fiasco. Sorry, Larry.
You definitely backed him into that. You backed him into the kiddie pool.
But you're right though. Larry did have a reason for it, legit.
But Larry's
whatever.
smart. He's like, always have a reasoning if you're doing some
just law
explanation for
background.
something.
It's
It's
just
just
law
law background.
I just
Absolutely.
think everything. I just think
Absolutely.
everything that's going on
Anything
with
could be
this is
explained.
so crazy. Yeah, that's definitely a legal background. I think everything that's coming out is just like nothing shocks. Like in the beginning, I was like, "Holy crap!" Like what? And then again, I was like, "Oh, what's going on now?" And then now I'm just like, I don't even click on the clickbait when it's like, "So Diddy said," I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." What?
Well, and the AI,
with this.
and the AI, a lot of the stuff. But apparently, one of the things was yesterday that Diddy had male escorts pee on Cassie or pee in her mouth.
Urinated.
Urinated. Well, isn't that the same thing as peeing?
Urinated in her mouth.
So Sab, I don't want to get in trouble for saying stuff here too.
What did he say? What did Sab say? I missed it.
Hold on, wait. Before you do that, real quick, let me put this right on Pat with his name before you say it. Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the universe. That's the universe trying to get you to not talk.
I already got a bullseye on me. Everyone hangs on to every word I say, apparently. So he said they still run the Ciroc commercials. So Diddy never owned Ciroc.
No, he did not.
That was a big misconception that he owned Ciroc. He got a piece of the profits, and he was basically a brand promoter.
It was like 50 with energy drink, wasn't it?
50, no, vitamin. No,
vitamin water. He had percentages in that too, but
Yeah.
it wasn't his.
It was not
Yeah.
his company, correct. So that is a big misconception. Actually, then he started the tequila company, which he actually was part owner in, and then there was a lawsuit against. I forgot the it's a huge liquor brand. They make everything from like Smirnoff to.
I feel like it's all the same stuff in a different bottle.
Well, but I don't really want to go down this road because I don't want us to get canceled or whacked. But when he did go after that liquor brand for racial discrimination, when all this stuff started coming out, so it's always like, who did you? Because this has been kind of going on with Diddy for 20 years. People knew, people from like Exhibit to other people said Diddy's a freak.
This is why I plead the fifth.
But now all of a sudden became a problem. But yeah, let's change the subject.
No, I like the subject. Is getting people fired up. They got some things. We gotta keep an eye up.
Do you guys think Diddy's guilty or he's just guilty of being a freak?
Now, I will tell you this: that
He's definitely disgusting, Debbie. I don't condone any of this behavior. I do not want to. Next thing you know, yeah, Pat, I saw you sticking up for Diddy on the.
Yeah. So next topic.
what I will say is
got enough.
Cassie was with him 10 years, and she had many chances to leave
I love her.
and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And she still stuck with him because she loved him.
I still rock out her
You
music.
think she loved him or because he managed her music career?
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
a lot
So,
of
I mean, you got an option, I think, when you're an adult to back on out of that stuff and not go to the PPD party.
You do, but, what he did to Cassie was
it's
absolutely disgusting. And,
yeah, I mean, to do some of the stuff. But I can tell you that probably more than likely she'd been hanging around for 10 years. So she probably knew it wasn't great. And she said, I think when they first met, she was like 21, 22.
The only thing I can say is you should never touch a woman.
Never.
I mean, it's
not.
No, let them make the decision.
If you wanna hurt a woman, I always say that you might as well go beat up a junior high kid. It just makes no sense. Like the muscle mass that we have is like 40-50% more. It just you're supposed to protect women. They're givers of life. I'm not sitting on a soapbox right now, but like you should never be hurting them whatsoever.
No, absolutely not.
Sab, don't do that to me. I was not sticking up for Diddy.
I think he's talking about me.
Okay.
Maybe.
Don't
take it so hard, buddy.
I'm just saying.
We're just having opinions and conversations here.
You've seen this happen the last couple. I'll
Just
say something and people twist it.
try this with me.
Yeah.
Next topic. Plead the fifth.
I got one better for you.
That's
Next
boring.
question.
That's boring.
Next question.
No, but yeah. So again, we can do that. But yeah, the P Diddy stuff. But really quick, going back, and I'm sure DJ would love to participate in this game.
I'll play a game as long as we're
Let's
done
do-
with that.
We are done.
You want to do that, or what is that? What you want to do?
We'll do the NFL though. Let's do because you can do. So we started this. It was more if you name a NFL player from like 95 on. I'll tell you what college they went to, or you could pick an 80s.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and,
I know you were kind of a savant with sports and some music. I remember that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Lots of useless information.
Useless, yeah.
He's
But
doing big things with
Big
it.
things.
Yeah, he's killing it, drinking
making us-
7-Eleven coffee.
Making us proud.
Yeah.
Gotta get a sponsorship.
But you're a football. Yeah, well, we got some great sponsors, but we need a coffee or a donut sponsor. If you
I like that.
So if anybody, okay, we got a few comments here, but if anybody can stump. Let's go with the NFL thing.
Yeah.
If it's someone who's played in the NFL from 95 to today, who's played, was like four string, a friend in high school.
So it has to be like a starter.
Yeah,
Well,
somebody.
no, not even necessarily a starter. I could name some backups, but someone got me with a guy. I'd never heard of him. Then went to go research. The guy played in the NFL. He was on a team for 2 months, but never played. So it's like,
I get what you're saying. So I can't be like, who was the water boy for the 1996 Bears?
James. No,
You're right. Wow.
Yeah. Justin Tucker.
I understand why you
Did so I think Sab's already good. Justin Tucker's a good one. That's fun. Sab, you just love.
Let's put up. And we got your.
Do you know what's going on with Justin Tucker? Tim, Justin Tucker's in the news. Speaking of,
Did he just get cut?
He did get cut. Do you know why he got cut?
No.
Yes.
See, I stay.
So maybe Sab.
Not my
know a
team,
little
not
bit
my
about it.
problem.
Not
That's
your
how I
team,
do
not
it.
your problem.
That's how I do it.
Maybe maybe he likes to frequent massage parlors.
Yes.
Kind of.
Why do they?
He Robert Kraft. See, here's the difference though. Robert Kraft. What?
But incorrect.
What?
Incorrect.
Incorrect what?
Incorrect. Tucker got booted off the team because he had people within the organization complain on him, not because it was happening on the outside.
On the outside.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
Big
know the
difference.
whole,
Big
I,
difference.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was
those
having
six-
people massage him in the locker room that work for the team. And now I'm confused.
Yeah,
That was
every
going
day.
to Ravens
Every
locker
day.
room.
They-
Sab,
so-
clean this up
He's
for
a
us.
kicker.
Well, that's what when you're a kicker, what do? You go
Massage
out for
my
15
leg.
minutes, massage the
Can
leg.
Sab call in?
Exactly.
Can you give out the phone number to call in? Do we have the
We
ability?
can probably do that.
What-
Yeah,
what's-
let's see if we can do this real quick.
What's the phone number for a
let me
good
see if we
time
can
call? As
Yeah,
we look at-
let's
maybe Sab can clear this up.
let's see if we can grab him.
Yeah,
over
he
here.
definitely knows.
239
239
330
330
4313.
4313.
Give it a couple seconds, Sab. I gotta get it over to Wi-Fi.
Sab, if you want to call in, I know you're probably getting ready for your double. Are you a double today, Sab?
Does he still work at Fridays?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. I don't think there's
one of
any
the
more
best one of the best bartenders around, hands down.
all time.
Yes.
The best bartender.
And bartending is not easy.
No, and he makes it.
I
look
watch
easy.
him. I watch him do it, and
He'll run a full bar and
Yeah.
take tables. And
Well, there's some places where bartending's easy, but not when he's taken a whole bar and tables before. I've watched that.
he'll take the whole lounge, the whole bar, and a little short fuse, but he's still.
I'm just being
he
nice
gets it
because
done.
he's calling in.
You want some free?
Listen,
care.
if anybody wants to call in, Sab, you can call in.
Sab
There's
said
the number.
he knew the show would go off the rails with RiFiK. In all fairness to RiFiK, I brought up the Diddy
Oh
stuff.
no! Let's go more fair with this. Is I was just supposed to, in the beginning, just talk for like maybe an hour, and then they do this, and they don't have. Like, you usually don't have someone you're with, like, do this with you. And when you guys were like, you want to say the whole show? I'm like, sure. And then you said the P. Diddy thing. I'm like, awesome.
Yeah,
But
you
in our
walked into.
defense, did we not say let's go over the slides? And he goes, nope, I don't want to see him.
No, I will say
Yeah,
that
you did
I will
say,
say
yeah,
that I
okay.
was wrong.
Yeah,
You
so
didn't want to know what we were going to talk about.
Yeah, we
And
didn't
if
light
anyone
you up anyway.
and if anyone wants to call in, you can call in.
call in.
239.
Sometimes you gamble and
the
lose.
phone is not ringing.
It's
We need you to have that phone ringing. Let's
and
do
if
it.
you are trying to call and having a hard time getting through, let us know too, because that happened last show.
Well, I think it's because we had more than one caller. And Pat goes, "Do we have a backup database that we can
I did not.
people-"
I did not
I'm
use
like,
those
what the-
exact.
If you use
words.
database, I would have loved it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get.
Yeah, do we have a producer that screens our callers?
Yeah, we have somebody.
No,
so you can
not
actually
quite
get
there
on.
yet.
You can actually get on right now and really screw with
Just
it.
be careful. Realize if you say something stupid, ex chief of operations
realize
here,
my
we will
background.
track your phone and find. No.
Did we shut some shit down the other day?
We did
some
shut some
criminal
shit.
activity
You
down the
did.
other day. Thank you.
You did.
Can't get into it, but we shut
Yeah.
down. some criminal
239
activity.
live for the community. I love it.
Absolutely.
We're
We're raising
here.
money, crime stopping.
We
Love
are
it.
here for you guys.
Yeah.
we are here for you. So
1000%.
yes, and
So-
real quick, we got to. This is what
Did
you.
Justin Tucker go to Texas? I could be wrong. I want to say Texas, Sab. That was a good. Kickers. Let's eliminate kickers, Sab. Why are we talking about
Yeah,
kickers?
I agree.
Eliminate kickers,
I
Sab.
agree.
Let's
Next question.
Let's make up the rules as we go.
Shout out
Let's
to
make up the rules as we
shout out
go.
to Kerry. No, that's a big thing with Sab to eliminate the kickers. Yeah, shout out to Alamo. Saw Kerry Scott last night at I always butcher the Greek restaurant.
Sab can't come on, I guess.
What
Which restaurant? The one.
Anywhere
the one
for-
just opened.
Oh, the one across the street.
Bow Camper, the old Bow.
Oh yeah, I would butcher that too. I try.
I
My
keep-
girl makes fun of me when I try to
Estia.
say.
Estia.
Oh yeah, I won't do it.
Great place. And I saw Kerry Scott there. Shout out to Kerry Scott, the Alamo.
He's the man.
What is Sab getting ready for?
He's just getting ready to go to work.
You can't. You're texting. You can't pick up the phone. And,
Yeah, how are you putting your pants on when you're texting?
I think he's scared to go on our show. I really do.
I don't think Sab's many things, but he's not scared. What does Sab say?
No, he's not.
Pat's opening up against the Falcons and Niners at Colts week 1. My sources say tonight the schedule is revealed. Okay, interesting. At the Colts. Ooh.
I need to see that schedule because I want to know when I'm going to Miami.
Pat's open up against the Falcons. Excuse for you to go to Atlanta and then Nashville, Timmy G.
I'll go to both of them.
Yeah, both. Tim is big in the A. Tim has had some spots with the A. Can I name drop who you hung out with in the A?
Yeah, whatever.
He looked confused, like,
which bird?
The ATL.
The ATL.
Well, I didn't really. Well, yeah, we're supposed to. Edrin James. But I never. I was supposed to go hang out with those guys, but I never did.
Oh, you never made it?
He's got a little adult establishment, but
we've done a few things down here with Edrin James. He's awesome.
Yeah, love Edrin.
He's a good person.
We got to get him on the show. Yeah, we had Albert Bentley on last week.
Oh, really?
Mockley legend. Yeah,
Mockley legend.
You hung out with Diddy in Atlanta.
I went to Justin's. I ate at Justin's a while back, his restaurant.
All I know is DJ RiFiK was shitting his pants at the end over here when I mentioned P. Diddy. That's I mean, you guys.
Man, you
don't
get uncomfortable very often, but
about guys.
What's going on?
I really enjoy my career. Let's just say that. But also, I don't. The only opinion I have.
What do you think? Diddy still has the power to shut your?
No. It's not that. The only opinion off air. I'll explain.
Okay.
The only opinion that I have is if you do something wrong, you should be punished.
Yeah.
Period. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
And Sab doesn't believe me when I'm saying this right now, but this is the new me. And I believe you just like that. You should get in trouble.
Real quick, guys. Thanks, Sab. Asking about the score on the Knicks Celtics game. Asking for a friend in the series.
Oh, it doesn't matter. The Knicks are going to get destroyed by the Pacers, so I don't really care.
That wasn't the question, sir.
Oh, sorry. They lost, and Tatum is gone for a year and a half or something. God. Hey, we won.
Is it a year and a half for that?
That's a long.
Yeah. So, but if I was going to text Sab back right now, I'd be like, "Hey, Sab, we won the championship last year. When did the Heat win last time?" I don't remember.
That wasn't the question, though.
No, but I'm not allowed to fire back.
Not in that case. Masshole, Sab. You know how they are. Last year, we're this year.
The Heat still give the Celtics a huge problem. It's ridiculous. They're so good.
Yeah, didn't the Heat beat the Celtics the year before? Was it the year before?
Yeah, but they lost in the championship. Right? Who cares about second place?
Yeah, well.
No one remembers.
What is it? If you're not first, you're last. There you go.
Ricky Bobby.
Knicks are going to the finals.
I don't know if they're going to beat the Pacers.
The league's going to want them in the finals, and you know the league.
Oh, now you're
going what they want.
Well, yeah, because you got the first pick, 1.8%, and went to the Mavericks. Give me a break.
Yeah, well, you think Mark Cuban? I guess Mark Cuban's not involved with the Mavericks, but that trade probably was part of that.
He's involved somehow.
Yeah, he's still, I guess, minority. He's got
when you have money, you can be involved in anything.
Yeah, as Diddy.
That's true.
Stop.
Hey, I want to show you guys a quick video. You guys both have kids, right?
Yes, I do.
I have a kid.
I have two kids.
Yeah.
My kids are older.
Yeah.
But this video is of a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old. They're out playing beside their house by the air conditioning unit. Law enforcement gets called. They get called over 50 times, maybe not for this one incident. They get called.
Yeah, that would be a lot for one day.
Why'd they show up after the 43rd call?
Of kids playing in the yard, and I want to show this video because it's quite shocking. These kids have a loaded gun, and they're handing it back and forth. In this video, you'll see the law enforcement is going to take these kids down. But I like to bring this up because this is super crazy that law enforcement is out having to deal with this type of things, and the kids tried to fire the gun.
So before you play this, I've come up with a huge thing right now for what law enforcement should do. We should do tranquilizer darts like we do bears and stuff, and just snipe someone with one, put them to sleep, get the gun away from them.
Was that an old school, the tranquilizer?
Yes, we need to do that.
Yeah, that'd be good if it worked.
We're going streaking.
With the bear too, they could have tranquilized those. They whacked like 3 bears.
Don't even get me started with killing animals. I'm out.
Yeah,
I can see something.
What do you think about the bears?
But when they tranquilized the bear, they actually found the remains of the guy in one of the bears.
Yeah,
so when
they got one of them.
If it's a cocaine bear, that whole story, you should kill that thing. I think it's coming for you.
It's coming for you.
Tim referenced Ted the other day. That was solid.
Yeah, solid.
Yes,
Ted.
That's a great movie.
Let's go ahead and watch this movie real quick. This video real
quick.
Shows all over the place.
Yeah, let's watch this movie.
You're right, Sam. I'm going off the rails.
Okay, real quick. These kids right now, they're hiding.
It's a big air conditioning
behind
unit.
air conditioning.
Why is it covered?
Well, I'm assuming it's air because it's winter up north. So I'm assuming it's AC. So these kids.
Aren't AC and heat units the same thing?
It looks like a tent.
Obviously, the police officers coming. But there was the video. These kids are, they got this gun back and forth. Obviously, gives them a little yank.
Can you arrest a 7-year-old?
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Of course.
Well, I was definitely asking him. I don't know.
But you're technically not making an arrest.
You can't kill someone if you're 7.
Detaining them
Detaining
for
them,
juvenile justice. Here's how they kind of responded.
So is the kid.
He just said you're gonna get hit.
Well, what are they shooting off, Timmy?
They actually, on this case, they shot off non-lethal munitions.
What are those the little sandbags?
Yeah, sandbags. They didn't hit them with them. They just shot the kids, but they got a gun. They got kids pointed it at the police officers.
I don't even have a gun.
I don't even have. What are you talking about, officer?
Well, the other kid, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's this dude right here.
A gun? Yeah. You think I got a gun?
No.
Why would you think
it was
that?
firecrackers.
Yeah. So kind of a crazy scenario, man.
Kind of like a Diddy party.
Nuts. Yeah. So, so how do you respond as a police officer? Because the very first thing you said, Brian, is you were like, they're gonna shoot. There's a gun. How do you respond to that?
They should have never. Their gun should have never been drawn. They should have just. Then I listen. You can correct me.
I want
any
to
second.
get you.
Cops should never drawn their gun?
You can correct me no matter what. They should not have drawn their real weapons. You have 6 and 7-year-olds. There's no way that 7-year-old is going to hit you with a bullet. You know how hard it is to hit someone with a bullet?
It is hard.
See, it's very hard.
Until it does.
I've gone shooting. Okay, but they have vests on and stuff. Put helmets. I don't know. But they should have their tasers out.
Helmets on? I didn't know.
No, I said put helmets on. I don't know. They should put the tasers out. But those kids were never going to. Well, you don't know, though. I know as an officer, you don't know. I fully understand the respect of being in that situation as a police officer.
Get some comments on this one. We want some comments on this.
I fully understand you have to be like, you don't know what's going to happen, but there's no way you should have.
But you're trained to prepare for any situation.
Well, or
right?
if you pull the gun, no finger on the trigger. Like, hold it just so they're scared of the gun. Like, I mean, just if it accidentally goes off and you shoot a 6-year-old, that is going to be a whole different situation.
Yes, that's one of my things here.
Sorry,
so
passionate.
No, it's good. As a police officer, right, you have a lot of things going through your mind. What if I have to kill a 7 or a 9-year-old kid? So what they usually do is they respond with non-lethal and they have lethal as well.
They also stayed far away from them too. I saw that.
Yeah, and they tried to talk these kids out from behind I think it was an air conditioner unit. So I mean, these are some tough decisions police officers
Where was
have to
this?
make.
That's a big.
I believe it was up in Tennessee.
I would have went outside and whooped my kid's butt with that gun if he did that. Come here, right?
Kid. So I mean, that's just a tough scenario. But I will tell you, I'm going to play this next video. This is one that actually occurred in Nashville, Tennessee, and this guy that they were looking for.
Tina Clark, line to audio.
Tina Clark. Okay, all right. We got Tina Clark coming on.
That's cool. It comes through like that.
Yeah, here we go, Tina. Let's bring Tina on.
Who's Tina?
Tina, that's Chickabee.
I know.
Chickabee. Can you hear me, Chickabee? Hold it. Wait. I just want to make sure I can hear you.
We want to hear you.
I got you now, I think. All right. We got you, Tina. Go ahead. What do you think? Are you gonna give us a little bit of information about military or the shooting, or what do you want to talk about?
Or T-Rex.
I don't know anything about T-Rex, but I saw that thing running down the Mockley Road.
The T-Rex?
Chasing an alligator was crazy.
The T-Rex was chasing an alligator?
You saw that too?
I thought that was in my head.
It's crazy. Scared me.
I did. I know. Hey, guys.
What do you think about the Diddy situation?
Oh my gosh, Diddy!
I love making people uncomfortable.
No, just stop with the Diddy thing. Ignore him.
I'm sorry.
I'm taking over the show. Ignore him. Just literally say what you were going to say, my dear.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All I got to say is Happy Hump Day.
Yes.
Yeah. No, thank you for everything you do.
Can you give us a little bit of
I'm sorry I missed you yesterday. I was hoping to actually get to formally meet you yesterday.
I know. Lois was out taking pictures of you. She's like, Pat Gyra's here. Pat Gyra's here. Like, oh my God, Pat Gyra's here. I'm like, crap. I gotta go walk a dog so it can poop. I got no time.
I don't blame you. Meet Pat Gyra or take a dog to walk a dog.
I almost didn't make.
I would go with.
I almost didn't make it because my dog was taking a long time. Like whatever. I'm just kidding.
Chickaby, real quick, we're going to have you come in, talk a little bit about Tag a Pet for a vet.
Yeah.
Could you give us just
and put the link in
the Reader's
below.
Digest elevator speech on that, and then talk a little bit about our military folks? You don't know what a Reader's Digest is.
You just aged yourself.
You got a lot of wise ass comments today, Patrick.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're just loaded
I'm sorry.
up.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna let you have any more coffee.
I'm rubbing off on him.
Chickaby, please
Sorry,
talk.
I'm not thinking straight.
Please stop him.
Apologize.
So, I got out of the military and I was running down to the Keys, having a ball, didn't know what time of day it was or where I was at. And then I decided, oh shit, maybe, I should go do something with my life. Popped up into Naples one day and said, I think I might want to die in this place. This is a pretty nice place. Actually, when I was in front of the commissioners yesterday, I made a joke about being from Illinois, and I said, enough said there. So Naples, Illinois, let me think about that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are the two things I love in life? Veterans and dogs. And so I said, I got to come up with some kind of nonprofit that I can help both these. And so normally we place rescues with veterans. I'm a huge fan of the rescue. I do volunteer work for the ASPCA and Florida SARC, two great organizations. But we're kind of changing our tune just a little bit, our goals, our mission. So what we're trying to do is acquire a safe haven where we can bring veterans out and let them be around different kinds of animals. Probably be, a few goats, a couple jackasses, and I don't mean you guys, but, you're always welcome to come out there.
Well played. Well played.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So are you, how is the program going? Where do you need some help? How do you, how can people help and make this happen, make this reality?
Oh, absolutely. I'm kind of a boots on the ground girl. So I got people going, you got to get out there. You got to let people know who you are. I'm like, oh crap. Do I have to comb my hair? Jeez. But anyway, yeah. So we're really starting to need some fundraising. Right now, I got that Military Appreciation Month challenge going on. So Tim, thank you so much for putting your picture out there. I want you to put it up so everybody can see it, even though I'm posting it all over my Facebook. So if you can find a picture of your basic training picture, that's what we want.
Okay.
So, it's kind of like the ALS challenge. If you don't take the challenge, we hope that you'll donate. But if you do take the challenge, and even if you don't take the challenge, we'd like for you to challenge at least 3 more people. And that goes for civilians as well. If you get nominated, then we want you to put your neighbor up there, your dad, your brother, your grandfather, grandmother, whoever it is. So we hope that this kind of takes off because I'd like to see all these pictures flooding Facebook anyway.
Oh, that's fantastic. No, it's great. Thank you for all you're doing. And please, we want you to come in. You've been so supportive of the show. We do have one issue, though. We had a T-Rex, and I know there might be a delay here, but we're going to go ahead, and we're really trying to find this T-Rex. It kind of walked in front of our studio.
There is a warrant out for it.
There is a warrant out. So hopefully,
I'm so lost right now.
Yeah. So hopefully,
this will make sense.
Hopefully, we can find this T-Rex.
We have a live show last week. I think it was last Wednesday. We're interviewing. I think Valentina was on. Kevin was here, and look in the parking lot. Do you have the video?
Yeah, we got the video. We look in the park, and this is what we see right here.
This isn't scripted.
This is
if you catch that T-Rex,
this is running around the parking lot.
I'm not
right there.
Out of my property.
So that's
not a joke.
When
either.
she said the T-Rex, this is what I thought. It was one of the blow up ones because I think it's hilarious. But is that getting into a Jeep right now? I'm going to drive.
No.
Did you think it was a real T-Rex?
No, that's
I was just wondering what kind of mushrooms everyone's eating for the day. I was just confused.
I have not put a substance in my body in 16
So
months.
Which we're proud of you for, sir.
I want to play this just one more time, just so we can see it. But there's a big bolo, which is be on the lookout for this T-Rex, and we kind of think we might know, who
run that play, Timmy.
Who might be involved in this. But let's go ahead and pause this real quick.
Does the T-Rex drive that Jeep away?
Yeah.
Or is it trying to rob the Jeep?
Ford Bronco.
Why does the video say 1997?
Well, it says 97 because we kind of use a little.
So this was so you guys so you lied to me. You said it's Wednesday. It says Tuesday, and it was 1997.
Well, this is an overlay. This is so we can.
The shit that goes down in Naples. They think Naples is boring.
Look at this. Look at this.
How do you drive?
Listen. I can tell you that it's not boring. I'm in the entertainment industry. It is not boring.
Can you imagine you driving around town and you see a T-Rex driving a Ford Bronco next to you at a light? I mean,
what that thing?
What goes
I don't
on?
like- I
A
can
Ford
walk
Bronco, so
around
OJ
T-Rex.
Simpson,
Yeah.
OJ Simpson, and now a T-Rex.
A T-Rex.
Ford Bronco's doing great.
We don't know who drives a
And
Ford
Patrick Dearborn.
Bronco, but we know Patrick Dearborn does, and maybe somebody, right here. I don't know who that is, but we've got a ball.
What do you drive?
Lois Boland.
What do you drive, Tina?
Pinto wagon.
Well, you
Did she just stutter and then say a car that's not existent?
A pause and a stutter.
Guilty.
Boy, if Tim took you in for questioning, you
Guilty.
fold like a cheap suit.
Guilty.
Yikes.
So the question is,
Hello?
this is the real question. Where do you buy a T-Rex outfit?
Probably Party City, right? It's not around
I
anymore.
don't know. Chickabee, do you know where you buy one?
I think we maybe lost.
Gee.
Oh no, you're there.
Where?
I don't know.
Oh, I
don't
thought
know.
I had her.
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Ooh, put some lingerie on that and walk around. I'm telling you.
You a little crazy.
Oh, now
Now
we're
back.
getting back to the Diddy
We're
stuff.
getting back to the Diddy party.
I don't know what you're talking
You guys
about.
can't seem to get away from
No,
that whole
no.
thing.
There was no
I thought
T-Rex
you didn't want to
lingerie.
talk about this.
There was no reptiles that hurt in the making of this video.
That we know
We're
of.
good.
Yeah. Are you talking about the Diddy party
I
or the,
want-
the
All right, boys.
studio?
I
wanna
got
buy
to
one.
run.
Sorry.
Well,
Thank you
you're
for
not allowed
everything.
to. You gotta
Thank
get
you
back
for
on. More comments.
Yeah,
more
of course.
comments.
And thank you for everything you do. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pat, for standing up yesterday. So proud of you, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's great.
Thank you.
Great stuff.
All right, take care,
Thank
boys.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
dear.
good day.
Real quick, so Debbie Scott goes, if the kid has a gun, he's capable of shooting it. Accidents happen with kids and guns. Absolutely. So, yeah, that was like a no-win situation for the law enforcement. They got to go ahead. I think they handled it very well.
Was the gun loaded? Does anyone know?
They did say it was loaded. They actually tried to fire it, they said, but it misfired. Didn't shoot.
So the
But
universe
it
was there
loaded.
for the kids.
It was a loaded gun. It was a
Universe
loaded
saved the
gun.
kids. I
Yeah.
like it.
It wasn't a smoking gun. It was a loaded
Smoking gun.
Mm.
And obviously, you
Your
know,
mom's
nobody really wants to be put in those situations. But I got this other video
And
here.
your mom's watching, so be careful.
Oh, my mom's watching?
Yep.
Oh, geez. I gotta make
You're
sure I
getting your P's and Q's.
put her up
No
there.
Diddy
Yeah.
talking.
No Diddy talking. No
Hello.
I love that. I
Diddy
love,
talking.
I love that this video is just me
I said-
shaking my head at
yeah.
Pat for the whole time.
I can do replays, guys.
No
So,
Diddy.
D, how you doing?
Morning, D.
What's up? Producer in the house. Yeah, so let's go ahead real quick and watch this video in Nashville, and we'll show you how quick a shooting can happen. Yeah.
Another Tennessee.
Officer Clayton Lewis, a 9-year MNPD veteran, drove from the opposite side of the bridge to back up Officer Brees.
So an officer's going out, checking out with a guy that's known to be an homicide suspect. Watch how fast this happens. This in Nashville just the other day. Approaching the suspect.
Stop! Shots fired! Yeah, I think I got hit in the leg. Something hit me in the leg.
Who shot him?
Yeah, shot him. Very quick, happens fast. You know, a lot of people say, well, you know, he shot him like 4 or 5 times. Basically, what police officers do, they shoot to stop, and you know, they obviously don't want anybody to die, but it does happen. You know.
Yeah.
Thoughts, comments, concerns.
Do you see my face too? I'm like, I mean, the guy had a gun and shot him in the leg. Like, it's self-defense.
It's self-defense, and I imagine, you know, once you start, you know,
Who's self-defense?
The police officer.
Oh yeah.
God, you guys brought me on the craziest show.
You didn't want to see the slide, so.
What, DJ? What's your thoughts? No, you have a different thought about this. I want to hear your thought.
Oh no, there's no different thought.
Are you good with that shoot?
I'm not in charge of that.
Shoot a police officer.
Yeah, I'm not in charge of making those decisions. So,
well, come on,
above your pay grade.
now.
That's way above my pay grade.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the information.
Good
that have to
shoot,
do with
bad
that.
shoot. Okay,
Did he get shot in the leg?
The police officer did.
Yeah.
So he shot back.
Shot back.
So like if you came in my house and shot me in the leg, I could shoot you.
Well, basically,
so.
if he points the gun, it's done deal.
Well, forget
It's over with at that point.
forget he's a police officer for a second. If you came into my house and shot me in the leg, I would shoot you.
Yeah. Well, there's people out there that will debate. You know, well, why don't you shoot their arm? Why don't you shoot the gun out? That's impossible.
So I'll be honest with
Shot in
you.
the leg, you're probably here just thinking.
Because I've never been a police officer, and I appreciate what you did. but I would 100% be one of those idiots or one of those people. Oh, you should just shot him in the leg. Like that's just what I would be. I think that I get why society says that, because they've never been in that situation in a job where every time you leave your house, you could not come back.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it, but also I'm not involved in it, so I can't. I don't have a full feeling on it because I'm just not. I like not to give my full opinion on stuff unless I have a full hearted to it.
I get it, but I will say this:
the new me,
it's
the old
good.
me just talk.
It's good though that to get a perspective from somebody other than like a law enforcement perspective. And it's not saying that I'm right, but obviously when that gun is shown, even just shown and pointed, then that officer, it's a split second decision that they have to make.
Yeah.
You can't always pull the taser, and you can't pull a taser when you're dealing with somebody with a gun. It's almost like,
knife to a gunfight.
Yeah. So just one of those things wanted to bring up. Please leave your comments. We like to, throw these videos up. And the reason why we have ourselves in the little bottom corner, it helps us out with copyright issues. So when you have a little bit of commentary when it goes up there,
very important to note the opinions of this show do not reflect the opinions of iHeartRadio
or
DJ RiFiK.
Or DJ RiFiK.
Yes. Or 239 DJs.
Yeah, or 239 Uncensored. Or 239 Studios.
Or Patrick Gyra.
Patrick Gyra. Yeah, we always put this little disclaimer up too, and we got this going here. So
a little late for that.
A little late, but yeah.
We got it in.
Yeah, we got it in. We got it in right now. There you go.
Oh, Sab's back.
This is just our little disclaimer. Keeps us out of trouble. Oh, that's an older one from Sab.
Gotcha. Sab is on his way to the Outback.
Yeah, a little Sab. But no, let's go through.
Good morning, Alessandra. Alessandra's watching.
Oh, good. Good morning. We're getting a lot of people today.
Yeah, good morning.
And we can't go on to P. Diddy. Let's talk a little bit about some of the other things we have.
We can't just talk about P. Diddy.
No.
Let's talk about
chicken. You want to talk about chicken? Rotisserie chicken? Are you okay?
I love that some guy's doing this. That's awesome.
We're actually going to do this with Built to Eat. We're going to go to 5 different places and try their rotisserie chicken.
Oh, call me.
So you got
I'll be there.
Oh, DJ RiFiK is excited about the
I like
rotisserie
chicken.
Yeah. Won't talk about anything else.
We'll talk about
all about chicken.
Parties, but chicken.
Well, listen, this is the 3 things you did. We're doing a Diddy party. Nah, I'm good. And talk about police shootings. Nah, I'm good. And then all of a sudden, chicken. I'm in.
Yeah, you had me at chicken.
You had me at rotisserie.
Give us a call and tell us where your favorite chicken.
Yeah, where's your favorite rotisserie chicken? I think they put
Boston Market.
Oh, I missed
Boston Market. Remember that?
There's still one in Fort Myers.
Is there really?
Yeah.
The mashed sweet potatoes are
God,
Boston Market, very underrated.
Love it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with I'm from Boston. It does. I went there the first time because it had Boston in the name.
But
then I liked it.
So you lied.
Yeah,
that's the one I forgot.
That's where PDQ was.
You could literally go get a whole dinner for like nothing and pretend you cooked it.
Not only was their chicken good, but their sides were phenomenal.
Yes.
They put the marshmallows on the mashed sweet potatoes and their mashed potatoes, collard greens.
Good.
Yeah.
Boston Market was good.
Shoot.
Fairway Market. You know Fairway Market? I don't know that.
I know Fenway Park.
Not even close.
Not even close.
No, I didn't know where Fairway. So they had the 7 on your Publix, which everyone Publix is like $13.
I'm not gonna lie, Publix. I don't know.
It's overrated.
It's good though.
It's good.
It's quality.
Yeah, it's good. I like the lemon pepper.
Yeah,
their subs, the chicken tender subs. I'm going there right after this.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
That's to die for.
Yeah.
We got to get OMG and Wicks back on. He's really good.
I am actually.
He's a great guy. Too.
I actually did one of his first mixtapes, and he's a great human being.
That's 3 name drops.
Yeah. Well, listen, name some more people. I've been in this business for a while. I probably know them.
Have you ever met P. Diddy?
Oh, God. So it's just chicken.
Yes or no? Where were you on the night of?
We need to reach back out to OMG and Wicks.
Yes,
he's good. He
Sprouts
was on the podcast with me.
Sprouts, he's awesome.
Sprouts.
I never been there for the chicken. Wegmans. Where's that at?
Wegmans is a Midwest chain. It's like the equivalent of Publix in like Ohio and Michigan.
I thought Sprouts was just like vegetables.
No.
Sprouts.
I mean, they sell vegetables.
Sprouts.
What?
I've never been there.
Yeah. I mean, that's a side dish for chicken, so.
Facts.
Good veggies, right?
Facts.
Sprouts is good. The fresh market's really good, a little pricey, but solid.
Yeah.
Remember what was the other
Guy
one?
Fieri has another Naples restaurant.
I think Guy Fieri has.
Why do people hate on him, by the way?
I like him.
Who hates on him?
Oh, all comedians, everybody about wearing fire shirts and his weird haircut. He does so much for the community and for underprivileged kids and stuff. It's ridiculous.
And he's got some connection over here. I think he might we'll throw it out there. Maybe have a girlfriend over here or something. Because he's
allegedly.
I think
Tim,
he's done.
don't get it.
He's done. Again, not
maybe a boyfriend.
I didn't say that.
I wasn't going there.
But he comes to Naples a lot. Guy, when you come in town, forget Pat's comment. Please come on our show.
No, he's very. And I mean, I'm not on it. I've been on this show once, so it's not going to help. But I'm not saying it for that reason. But he's a great guy.
Back.
Yeah, I'm probably never coming back.
What did you just say?
We
Guy?
want you back,
Hold on,
but he's not going to come back.
Did you just say Guy Fieri?
This is my first and last.
Did you say Guy Fieri's a good guy?
Yes, he is.
So you met Guy Fieri?
No.
How do you know he's a good guy?
Because of everything that
he does a lot of
not the people, the things people say about him to try to shine a light on him. That's not good. But when you look into him, he does a lot of stuff. Like he actually buys the equipment for schools to do bake-offs or something or cook sign, and all the money goes back to them. Like goes back to the kids in the community. Like
no, he does a lot of charity.
No,
work,
I know he does. Yeah.
He's smart. Well, he got out of California. He lived in California.
They just make fun of his haircut and his shirts. That's what people say.
Hey, that's his thing, though.
Him and Nickelback get beat on a lot.
I hate Nickelback.
See,
Nickelback
there we go.
is the worst band of all time. I hate Nickelback.
Yes, with hot sauce, I'll take it.
You got to have the hot sauce. I mean, come on. And you got preferably 3 different types of hot sauce.
DJ,
I'm getting too old for hot
what's your
sauce.
favorite restaurant in Naples?
Oh, that's easy.
I know. I already know. Well, think about that.
Let's go for a second.
Where do you think? Where were we 2 weeks ago? And he's got a meal named after him.
So
I don't remember.
The Hangout.
The Hangout. They're great guys. Great guys.
Love them. So the Hangout is they have my chicken sandwich, the DJ RiFiK sandwich, which was just on the menu, normal. Then it got when they do the summer menus.
Yeah.
It got put on there, and then it got put on Channel 4 and Channel 5. And then
is that a name drop?
Yep, I know Channel 4 and Channel 5.
That's fine.
And then they put it on the real menu. It has a little headphone next to it.
Yeah.
I love them. And actually they're catering my wedding.
They're a catering company.
Yeah, their catering company is amazing. Yes.
Yeah, they do a great job.
I played softball with Larry too. That's how I actually met him.
Okay.
Are you a big softball player?
I still play. We just actually won the championship again on 2 Mondays ago.
You play real or you play not
you
real?
Get a trophy for that?
Co-ed.
Yeah, the coach gets a trophy. I get a T-shirt. My T-shirt just says softball champion. Yeah.
Men's league or co-ed or
women's.
I play all women's.
What's on your car? Is that like a VIP pass you got on your mirror? In your car?
That's my iHeart pass. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That's the names of all the.
So have you ever heard of
have
you ever heard of the ladder effect?
People can see your VIP.
Have you ever heard of the ladder effect?
Are you flipping me off right now?
No, it's with this finger. I would never do that. Do you know the ladder effect? If 2 guys carry a ladder into any event, they'll let you go through.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So because they'll just be like, oh, he's here to fix something. He's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, look this up. It's real.
I like that.
But that lanyard in the car, like if you just have a lanyard, that's not what that lanyard's for. Obviously, that's for events. But
it helps.
Yeah, but if you just make your own lanyard at home and walk into an event, it might work.
Yeah. Just put press or.
But that's what that is. That's a lanyard for iHeartMedia.
After today's show, we'll have a lanyard, and we're going to be part of iHeart.
You should know. You should. No, you will not.
We're getting to Mar-a-Lago.
You just need to get the 239.
Just put 239 on there.
Oh, we got it.
Walk around.
You're
fine.
We got it. We got to get some good ones made up. Adam.
Yeah.
So we got this. We got a big thing with bears.
The ladder.
We got this big thing with bears, and we're learning.
I'm happy to talk about this.
About
animals.
Are you happy to talk about?
I'm happy to talk about bears.
Let me ask you this serious question before Timmy G spins this like a freaking maestro. You see a bear. It's in your neighborhood by your car, literally just hanging out by your car. 8:30 at night. Trash has already been destroyed in multiple areas of the neighborhood. Do you call someone or you just let the bear be?
I call somebody.
Yeah, thank you.
I actually go out. I put my boxing gloves on. I fist fight
Ghostbusters.
That's what you need to be doing. But who are you going to call?
What do you say I was going to do?
I'm going to go box it. Put my boxing gloves on.
It's not a kangaroo. Yeah, I know. Who's going to stand up to a bear?
Never in the history in the state of Florida has anybody been killed by a bear. Until last week.
And what did I say 6 months? You said the same thing. I go, until it does.
Well,
And now it's a problem. Now they're whacking bears.
So
all over
I don't like, and I could be wrong, but I don't like the saying of, once they taste blood, shut up. Like, that's not real. They don't bite into a human and then all of a sudden they taste blood, so they want humans. They've also bit a rabbit before, a raccoon. Like, they've been eating blood their whole life. Like, don't act like they bite a human and our blood's special. Right. We're just, not to get everyone mad, but we're mammals. We're just like them. We're just smarter and have opposable thumbs. Like, all the differences.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That
comment by Sab is out.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah. Sam, what do you think about the bear situation?
Sab is, I don't know what he's got
my back.
I think that's an old post.
People made fun of me too that I ran from the bear. Like, what do you want me to do? I mean, I literally.
Wait, you ran from a bear?
I ran.
I would do that too.
Yeah, I mean,
are we supposed to ride it?
I don't know.
So I don't. Excuse me. I don't agree with them killing bears. I don't agree with us killing animals because we built where they were living, and now we all of a sudden we think we should take them. Yeah. I'm like, when I say I'm a huge animal lover, I mean it's insane. You could ask my girl, my friends. I'm all about anything for animals. I don't care, everything for them. Yeah, I'm absolutely in love with them.
Love dogs.
He's like, yeah, I love them too. I love dogs. I just love dogs. Only dogs.
I don't know any other pets.
When his dog passed, it was a rough couple of days.
Yeah, I fully understand. It's a family.
It was probably the hardest thing, you know.
It's a family. Yeah.
But like,
Tim made fun.
The reason why I get uptight about people calling, like, because we used to get calls about snakes and gators in the backyard and bears,
possums,
and at the sheriff's office, and we're like, okay, thank you for letting us know. We have a FWC, Fish and Wildlife.
They don't answer.
But the reality is, those things that have been there, we're not too excited about it, and the bear's going to move on, go back in the house. And
do you have animal control here?
Yeah. They got to actually.
Do you know where it's probably worse? Australia.
Oh, I bet.
Could you imagine? Their spiders are foot by a foot. The tarantulas?
No thanks. They got a bunch of stuff over there, too.
Nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
So, I told my girl I'm never going to Australia. Never.
Marsupials?
Yeah.
Can you spell it?
I can't. MARIS.
I love that you tried.
But no, that's good. So the bears are. We have to learn, I think, to live. But I feel bad like you, DJ. I said, when you're building, where do they go? And they're going to come here, and I don't think we need to put any bears down. So what they did is they shot and took in 4 bears. After this incident. Now, we want to find out which bear did it, but I don't think, like you said,
it's just put them to sleep, like tranquilizers.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back to that again.
But then again, they opened up one bear and found remains, so they could definitely identify the fact that bear killed that subject.
I mean, I'm sorry a human died. That's not cool. Like, I don't like when anything dies. I just was wondering, like, why did he go that close to the bear? Like, I don't know anything about this story.
What do you know anything about this story?
I know he got eaten by a bear.
No,
I'm just wondering what happened.
Renato, shout out Renato Sweathouse Cold Plunge Part 2.
Yeah, he's
going on
great.
next Friday.
Yeah, but those bears are trained. Those aren't wild bears he's taken out.
That Khabib?
Yeah, there's no way he's taking on real bears.
So let me ask you a question, because this has been trending. I'm sure you've seen this.
I know. Go ahead.
Who would win in a fight? 100 men versus a gorilla.
100 men.
No way.
I don't know why.
No
I don't know why.
Why would you say that?
Hold on.
What in your right mind would make you say
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with my voice. I don't know why this is getting me fired.
100 Diddy's versus
I don't
gorilla.
know why this. And I am not calling you guys stupid. I love you both.
It's become viral, though.
But I don't know why idiots think that a gorilla is going to beat 100 men. There's no way. Okay, hold on. Let me ask this question. Are you going one by one up to it? Then you're going to lose. Oh, no. If you guys all attack that thing, it's over.
How are you going to? What do you mean it's over?
He's going to have strong a gorilla is?
Yes, I do. But do I get to pick the men?
You can pick
I'll pick NFL. I'll pick 100 NFL players.
And Tito Ortiz is one of my favorite UFC fighters. We're going to get the gorilla in an armbar.
No, you need size. I'm going to need NFL linemen. NFL linemen. By the time he gets to him, we're done.
But it's a gorilla.
And DJ, what do you say? Like, you go first, and then I'll jump on your back.
Who's going to be the kamikaze and freaking go and take one
what
from
do you
the
do?
team?
Yeah, you send the first 4. He rips the arms off. He just uses them as nunchucks. Yeah, I mean.
Because you know that.
No, I think if you all attacked it at once, I don't think it would.
Now, Steven Seagal could probably be a gorilla.
No, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris could do it by himself.
Yeah.
Him and his beard. It's a fist that comes out of there.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee.
No,
there's no way.
I honestly think it would only take 50 humans. I'm going to start a whole nother thing.
I love it. Okay, real quick for the chat, because it's always good to get these comments. Who's going to win? 100 men, and we can throw a couple women in there if you want. They're strong too, tougher than me. Or a gorilla. Who's going to win that?
Did you do that? Do you have to go home to a wife? That's why.
No, my wife will beat my ass. I have no doubt about it. She'll beat my ass. Yeah.
He's like, I love you, dear.
Yeah, I love you, honey. But no. So yeah, who do you think is going to win that one? We had that conversation with. It was actually with Albert Bentley.
You guys didn't even think. The minute you read the thing, you were like,
no, I did.
Gorilla.
No.
Well,
I did. I thought.
Okay, I want to hear your plan. Okay, when you have a huddle with 100 guys. I want to hear your plan.
It's going to have to be, it can't be a huddle. It has to be a PowerPoint presentation. There's too many people to huddle.
So what do you do? So you take this leg, you take this leg.
So there's no weapon. We're not allowed to use weapons, right?
No
weapon.
That gorilla's going to throw these people off there. Like,
it's going to be like,
let's do it.
You just need some big guys to get in there. And if you can get them to the ground, you can do it.
I think you're underestimating how strong a gorilla is.
Well, by the way, I've never hung out with a gorilla or ever went to the gym with a gorilla, so I don't really know. I'm just believing in our mammals.
Yeah.
But you know what? The thought of it.
I could take. Listen,
You've never hung out with a gorilla?
100 men can take out a baby silverback.
Let me tell you something. You haven't lived till you hung out with a gorilla.
The thought of it of doing it is pretty intriguing, though. I like to see.
Who would win a
You're
gorilla
intrigued
versus
by
T-Rex?
Yeah, nobody said he would. The T-Rex in your parking lot would not win.
I want to see the T-Rex. We'll take it down. We can take the T-Rex.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
It
DJ?
has no arms.
T-Rex?
Yeah.
We just trip it.
Yeah.
Just trip it. I like this one though.
Is it illegal to drive a series?
Yes.
As a T-Rex?
Yes.
Would you get pulled over if you were?
Yes,
and you'd have to prove in court that it was
anything blocking your vision, right?
Well, you have to prove it.
You got a T-Rex.
Also, would you be considered?
Not that we're trying to get anyone in trouble.
Would you be considered distracting other drivers? Is that against the law?
That's a good one.
No, if there was an accident, it should be problem, but no, it wouldn't be.
I mean, I would definitely rear end the person in front of me.
During Halloween, you see people.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen someone driving dressed up as?
We said there's
Halloween.
a couple.
Well,
people,
I know, but just the weirdest costume.
Not Halloween.
I don't know if you remember. There used to be the guy that used to drive around with his it was a
dog,
robotic dog.
Yes, in the red convertible.
That was
yeah,
I
remember that.
That was pretty funny. Yeah,
that guy was all over town.
Well, that was Dell, right? Dell. I think
Was it Dell?
Dell's. Yeah, I think
I don't know.
Dell's. Yeah, he used to run around that thing. There's some crazy stuff. You guys I know you guys, and I want to bring him on the show one time. But you ever see the King of Naples, the guy that walks down and he's dressed up as a king? He'll go down 951, Collier, Golden Gate. He'll walk around.
There's a King of Naples.
Full attire. Yeah,
Who is the King of Naples? We want to hear from you.
Well, he dresses up.
King of Naples.
Tell us.
It's a guy.
It's like
dresses
a Burger
up. I'm going to
King?
get a picture of him. Yeah, he looks dressed up just like with the Burger King hat. Black fella.
He literally is just working at Burger King.
He goes up and down the street. He hangs around all the time.
He's like, and Ronald McDonald's walking down 41.
Anybody who's watching right now knows who I'm talking about. Put it up there. I'll show you.
What about remember what was the tile? Not the rock solid. They used to have like a freaking crazy mascot run around too.
Yeah, the guy used to stand out on.
Do you know what I want to do?
What do you want to do?
Dress up as
Do you know I want to be the King of Naples now?
Yeah, I know.
Vote for me.
Who is the King of Naples?
I want. Have you seen the human heads that they put on that are like it makes you look like a cartoon character?
I've never seen him.
So you can make. I'll pull it up. You can make yourself a cartoon character. I want to make myself as that and then perform at Blue Martini on stage.
I like that.
I'm gonna do it.
Do we have the slides of Rohan? So we can explain.
We have the video.
You ever been to
of
7-Eleven at what is it, Immokalee and Airport?
Yeah, Immokalee.
Yeah,
Immokalee
I live on
Airport.
Immokalee, so yes.
Yeah,
You know the gentleman Rohan, and there's a rooster that runs around the 7-Eleven. You know,
I got a little bit of a difficult time getting that on.
Is that the name of the rooster?
No, what?
Rohan?
No, Rohan's not the Rohan.
Well, the way you said that, I get confused.
No, I don't know the name of the rooster.
Yeah,
but
we have to name it.
We do have to name it. Yeah,
you can't just have an animal run around with no name.
Get it. Real quick, let's talk about this morning. Let's talk about this Alcatraz.
Oh, great.
Are you uncomfortable?
No, I don't know what this is about.
You don't know what it's about. Okay, so Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump has got a big push right now to open Alcatraz back up, and he wants to put America's most ruthless and violent criminals there.
Why did it close?
It was
dilapidated old.
Yeah,
that's it.
And then people actually started. There was a couple escapes from there. And
sure, let's spend money on that when we have other things.
I don't think anybody's ever escaped. One person tried, I believe.
They tried. They never found the body, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
there was a couple guys. Well,
that was in a movie, maybe.
That was a true story. Clint Eastwood, though.
Do you know it'd be
escape
cool
from Alcatraz?
You know, it'd be cool.
I mean, escaped.
It'd be cool if they literally just.
He got out of there.
They should make it so you're not locked up there, and if you want to escape, go for it, and then put it on pay-per-view. Makes so much money.
Sounds like a Schwarzenegger movie from the 80s.
Makes so much money.
But then I know in San Francisco, because when I went out there, it's a big tourist attraction. They're like booked out for months and months to get a tour of Alcatraz.
Can you get married on Alcatraz?
I mean,
I don't know why I got super excited about that, but
you could get married on Alcatraz.
Thank you, Renato. The King of Naples is Instagram.
Who is the King
famous.
of Naples? That's
that's
subjective.
Renato, what is
his subjective?
What is his Instagram follow? I want to look.
King of Naples.
Please stop it. It's not, is it?
No, I mean,
Renato, I have to go. Yeah, no, it is.
I mean, that's his idea.
If you guys haven't seen this guy, he wears a big, literally.
I think you were at Burger King.
Different color clothes. A big hat, and he gets a different.
And he calls himself the King of Naples.
Hey, we call him that. The King of Naples. Renato.
What's his IG, Renato?
Tell me the truth. We got this.
Hey, you know what's really sad is there's a bunch of King of Naples Instagram accounts. None of them are him. But they're just normal people.
I don't know which one it is, but
one follower.
Please send us in a picture. Put it in the comments.
Renato, we want to know what.
Renato,
get him on the show. I'm trying to get.
I want to get him on the show.
I'd get him. Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do that when you don't know what he's like?
Okay. What do we get to lose?
A lot.
I'm sure he's not scared to talk about Diddy. RiFiK. Yeah. Just saying.
We thought RiFiK was going to bring it today, but
let it rip.
He goes underneath the desk.
So you don't want to know the real truth, which is funny, is when you put the Facebook post up, I was just getting up with my girl, and I went, and she heard me go, "Oh crap!" And you can next time when you see her, you can ask her. I was like, "Oh crap!" She's like, "What?" And I'm like. And I read it out to her, and she's like, "Oh God!" I'm like, "Yeah." I go, "But I'll be done by then. I'll be off. They're not going to keep me the whole time. I'll be good. I'm only on for an hour." And then I walk in here, and you said that, and I forgot.
I got it. Come out.
I just got a picture from the King and Renato.
Okay, so let me see here. Let me see if we can bring it up. This guy's
he's a pimp.
All over the place. This guy is all over the place.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Where is that?
He walks down in Golden Gate all the time, everywhere. He walks all over. So if you can see this, I know
he's a pimp.
We all see him. No, he's got the crown on. He wears different colored clothes. I saw him.
Don't look at my text.
Yeah, make sure that message is
yeah. Meet me at the rest stop. Meet me at the 101.
Patrick Dearborn, I got you.
So there he is, and I'm glad we finally got to bring that out, and you guys finally understand where I'm coming from.
Also, is that a picture? Is that a picture he took of
1998? It looks like
everybody takes a picture of him when you drive down the road. Everybody, and they put it up on a great site as well. 239 Naples, only in Naples.
Yes,
it could be a pimp too. I mean,
no, he wears.
No, he looks like a pimp
every day.
He's the king. He's the king of Naples.
Remember King of Cars? The show King of
Yeah, so
King of Naples.
Just so you guys know, King of Naples,
King of Queens.
I'm glad Renato vindicated me.
King of all media.
Well, no, I didn't not believe you. I just wanted to see a picture. I didn't need proof. I just wanted to laugh.
Thanks, Renato. You know, it's
Love
fun.
Renato.
And I want to get him in here and talk to him a little bit.
About what? What are you going to ask
him? Why?
What are you going to talk? Because he's the king.
Wouldn't you want to get a little information?
No.
Do you know how bad? You know, in the heat, walking around in that, like,
oh my God, that's crazy.
Pimps don't sweat.
He's been doing that. He's been doing that for a long time.
He drips ice.
Brush your shoulders
in any
off.
weather. Birdman flying anywhere.
Let's talk a little bit about some.
He has to be hammered.
Some of these older restaurants, or some of these restaurants
he needs to be
that we dearly miss.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
These are fun.
See, now I'm excited.
Speaking of TGI Fridays,
I gotta get Renato's thing off.
No. So the once popular restaurants that are basically disappearing and people miss dearly.
Okay, let's go.
We have a whole. You know, what's the first one that comes to mind for you before we get into the slides?
That's gone?
Basically gone. Because a lot of these places are gone, except for maybe 3, 4, 5 locations.
I don't remember.
Is Fridays gone?
I don't think Fridays is gone.
I haven't seen it anywhere.
Sap could answer that.
Maybe in the
airport. I think there's
Bell Tower.
There's
one in Bell Tower still.
Well, that makes sense. What airport? Freaking Punta Gorda or Flint?
don't know.
It's definitely not in the Southwest. I don't know either one.
I don't know that one.
You don't know Ponderosa?
Ponderosa's
a classic.
Bonanza. Those are all big.
Do you know
ones.
what's? Did you guys know the Chuck E. Cheese?
Chuck E.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Is it Chunky
I don't know
Cheese or
Chunky
Chuck E.
Cheese.
But not anymore. The mouse is skinny now, so I guess not. But
Is it a moose or mouse?
I know when he acts gangster when you go there, like he has a limp and it's crazy.
You couldn't take pictures with the mouse during COVID, which was,
I have a picture of me with the mouse
Not
for
with
my
during
son's
COVID.
birthday. No,
Wait,
absolutely
wait.
not. So Chuck E. Cheese got rid of all their animated mouses and stuff. They only have one left. They have one store in California that has all of them because of the movie Freddy's.
The kids get scared of them?
Yeah, it was a movie about a place like that. It's called Freddy's something, and like they come alive and they start killing people.
Oh, jeez.
So
the mouses.
yeah, so Chuck E. Cheese was like they took all the animatronics out, besides one store. If you go to Chuck E. Cheese here, it doesn't have any animatronics, like the creepy ones.
Yeah,
Scary.
overrated.
I used to like Ponderosa, Bonanza. It's kind of like you walk in with a tray, you get your food, you say, "I'll take one of these." You get to the end, you pay.
So it's like being at a cafeteria.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's why it's not around anymore.
Cafeteria food.
I
Shoney's.
I like sweet tomatoes.
Sweet tomatoes was good.
I'll give you that.
They get rid of that too.
Buffet salad.
You guys are making me hungry.
Hojo's. I don't know. You remember that? Howard Johnson.
Howard Johnson.
He's a great
yes,
baseball
I forgot
player.
about that.
He's a baseball player.
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers was great. Roy Rogers was fantastic.
I don't
that
really
as a
remember
kid.
going
Roy
to
Rogers.
Roy Rogers
Yeah.
too much.
That was
up in my way.
great hamburger.
If you want roast beef sandwiches, go to Arby's now. Do you know they sell fish?
Arby's?
They have fish sandwiches.
They got the fish.
Get
Who
the
goes
fi-
to Arby's
Get
and gets
the
a
fish and roast
sandwich?
beef mixed. You get food poisoning.
Yeah. Oh.
Bennigan's.
Love
Remember
Bennigan.
That was a big one.
Oh,
That was a big
my
one.
God.
With the Monte Cristo.
Yeah, that was a big
We
one.
had the weirdest Bennigan's in Boston. It was you would walk in and the restaurant was built around this little bar that was like it was like fishbowled in, and you could smoke in the bar but not in the restaurant. So you would walk in, it would just look like someone had a fog machine in there.
Like they
It
stopped-
was ridiculous.
they stopped it.
It was in Framingham, Massachusetts, off of Route 9. Definitely not there anymore.
Yeah. I was gonna-
How about
Remember King's Lounge? You could smoke in there.
Route 1 and Revere, a couple little establishments on the side of the road, Golden Banana, a couple of those places. I don't know if you ever
Go Banana.
Golden Banana.
Oh,
Sounds like a spot you and Rohan frequent.
That's what he has.
The Golden
You-
Banana.
next place.
He's got a different guy.
Next place.
What? Next question.
Next question.
I think that's why I found your phone number.
Yeah, next question.
That was
Oh, that's funny.
keep
Okay.
it food theme.
Keep it
9 better donuts?
Then Krispy Kreme.
So I don't
Donut
really,
places.
I don't.
Krispy Kreme's overrated.
I don't.
You don't eat
people are gonna-
donuts?
I don't eat donuts.
Why not?
I'm not up early enough.
I mean, you
true.
can buy donuts all day.
Do you realize
though.
how hard it was for me to get here?
Yeah,
this
yeah.
morning?
But you can. I mean, it's not like you,
You
get a
rolled
donut
in
at 2
early.
o'clock.
You got here good.
I mean, parked in the handicap spot, but
Yeah, so obviously I wasn't awake.
fully
I was
awake.
mentally handicapped. I needed help the minute I got here. Tired. Okay, so I heard Voodoo Donuts is amazing.
Never had. Is that the same company as this Voodoo Chips?
No, those
Voodoo
are good.
chips are
Voodoo
delicious.
chips are freaking
Yeah.
amazing. Because I was going to say the Voodoo chips are. they're
Obviously,
my favorite
Dunkin'.
chip.
Obviously, Dunkin's the best. It's from Newton, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
course.
whatever.
Yeah,
I've always liked Dunkin' over Starbucks. Sab used to say I was crazy for Dunkin' over Starbucks.
So
and he came over too.
Me and my girl argue all the time. She's like Starbucks. I'm like, no, Dunkin'. But I grew up on Dunkin'.
and Sab switched over to Dunkin' recently
It's
too.
too freaking expensive. Anyway, like
Starbucks?
Starbucks
I
ridiculous.
also
man.
I want to walk in and
It's
say,
not that good.
I want to say I want a large
Yeah,
or medium.
Yeah.
exactly.
I always walk into Starbucks and be like, whatever your small is.
So we had
those
Mike
stuff.
Matheny. You remember Mike Matheny, the ex major leaguer manager? He did an audio book here, and Tim ran to get him some hot tea because he was doing like a 4-day reading for an audio book. And can you give me some hot tea? And so go to Starbucks and through drive-through, and Tim's like, "Can I just get a large hot tea?" And they're like, "Do you want
Raspberry flavor
or like
$17.95.
green tea?" But no, it's just like teas. Tim was fine. I just want a freaking tea.
Just give me a tea bag.
Give me a tea.
Oh, you
Pause.
can't say that. You cannot say that. Sorry.
Speaking of Diddy,
Pause. See. Stop.
You can't help yourself.
Pause.
You can't help yourself. Yeah, so that's the
I'm gonna get text
Why?
messages later about
what
this.
does teabag mean?
I don't know.
You put in tea, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
100%. Keep it that way.
Love it.
Duck Donuts.
Overrated.
I've
Are
never,
they overrated?
I've never
I think
been
so.
there.
They're here in Naples.
They're
right?
pretty good, but I don't think they're that great. Stans, I don't know what.
Where's that?
Looks like Seattle, just based on.
Oh,
that
it's only in
picture.
Chicago. It says,
Oh,
yeah,
Chicago?
I can
Oh,
I
you
can
know
see
Stan.
I can see what you're saying though.
That's right. Tim did say they're Chicago.
It looks gloomy.
I've never ate at Stan's Donuts. I don't know.
No?
Never had. I'm sure it's good.
I want to hear from you.
Nope.
We just go straight from donuts to
Nope. Not do that.
Four people dead and a
Nope.
murder suicide. Okay.
And I still have a smile on my face from donuts.
Airport donuts.
If I'm ever on this again, if you ever invite me on, I want to see the slides first.
He said no. I don't want to see the slides.
iHeartRadio.
I was trying to be cocky.
Yeah.
I don't need to see the slides.
Why iHeartRadio calling?
Yeah, probably
They're calling
my last day.
Last day here. Real quick though, we do want to
Carl Steinoff.
Put a big shout out to Rolling Thunder. They're gonna have a ride coming up. Let me get that off there. Rolling Thunder Ride for Freedom in Florida. It's gonna be coming right up. It's Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd, up in Lashley Park, Punta Gorda. Make sure. And I did talk to Carl. He's coming on Monday morning. Going to give us a little bit of information about this.
How long is the ride?
We might have to switch that.
How long is the ride?
I believe they're going to set up there.
And as long as you want, buddy.
Yeah, they're going to kind of go to,
Thank you.
to a couple different places.
Call me later.
And they're looking for sponsorships. Monday. I told Carl if we have a guest, he can come on and just pitch it. So Carl just got back from a trip over to Vietnam, so pretty amazing. These guys are coming to
no, that's the T-Rex.
kick our butts here in the studio.
That's the T-Rex.
Let's put this on video. They're like, okay, these guys are serious. So we're looking out right now, and there's like,
nope, we're not.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, big shout out to Acres Plumbing too as well. They're going to be getting involved in next week's. Next week's big shout out to them. Yeah,
a cold plunge. And
you know what I need? I can't find a good electrician.
I got one for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got a real excellent.
I knew that would work.
Excellent electrician. Yeah, Brandon. He's great.
King of Naples.
Love Brandon already.
Fix you right up.
Brandon's good.
Brandon's
good.
Fix you right
Brandon
up.
Smith. So yeah. So anything else to throw in there?
A
few more slides. Oh, that's an important slide. This is real important. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one up full slide. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about this, Patrick.
So I like to joke around.
Thank God you didn't say me because I would have no clue what's going on.
What's going on
is
here?
This a picture?
Yeah, no. For the 5 county commissioners, Dan Colwell, Bert Sanders, Rick LaCastro, and Bill McDaniel, promote drug court, drug addiction awareness, and
I
with
love
Judge
that.
Martin. Yeah, and Judge Martin, she's
amazing.
She is. She's amazing, and you can tell when someone's heart is really in it, wants to help people. And I've seen firsthand the people that it's helped being in drug court. So,
are you saying drug court or core? Court. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And so we were there yesterday at the Collier County, in front of the Collier County Commissioners.
That's awesome.
Myself, Blake Becker, a few others were there to just kind of represent the benefits of drug court and what's done for people. And again, Judge Martin had a fabulous speech, and it was pretty cool because now 16 months sober, and all what the cool, I don't take myself seriously, and I never used to kind of be like this. I wouldn't go, let alone on camera, and make fun of myself and be silly.
The best thing to do is admit your wrongs and that you got better to help other people that need help. So you're doing a great thing.
And that's the thing. It's I when people reach out and ask, about networking or this or that, and we start talking, and I tell them, I share my story. 16 months ago, I was a, basically dead drug addict, and I battled with drugs, and a couple times people were like, me too. I can't believe it. Thank you for sharing that with me. So you can help one or two people, and just to show anyone that it's possible to turn your life around. And
100%. I've been sober for 4 months.
Yeah.
So not your
No,
your story. I know, and I'm very proud of you. By the way, very proud of you.
Than you. So thank you.
You think so?
I think so.
Right on the table. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm very proud of you because I've known you for so long.
Yeah.
So, but being sober is, and people are going to hate me for this, being sober is one of the most beautiful things in the world. You just see the world differently. You feel better. I wouldn't be sitting here right now because I worked last night. I would have drank so much. I had a drink, and I can admit it. Anyone out there, I had a drinking problem. I was never getting behind the wheel and running people over, or just because it's a police officer here. But I was definitely over drinking, and it also affected my girl because then when she came out of the club, drinks are free for me. Like people buy me drinks, and that was the problem.
That's another plug.
It's not a plug.
Drop.
People buying me stuff. Yeah. No, but that was a problem. But, so that's why I'm very
What kind of stuff?
It matters where I was. But no, I'm very proud of you. I've known you for so long. So for you to come back from that as a crazy. Now you want to hear something crazy that's not a joke? Do you know that Ozempic has been found to completely stop addiction? They're testing it right now. It completely shuts off your mind to do it.
Well, they have a shot. I know that they have a shot where you.
So they might be transferring that over already. But Ozempic's been coming out to do that, and it's helped a few friends that I know that are taking Ozempic to lose weight, and they just stop drinking and stop doing drugs completely. And I was like, whoa.
And
I mean, everyone's chemical balance is different.
Yeah, and that's cool, and whatever can help you. But to me, it's like you gotta want it.
Because once you're off once you're off Ozempic or off whatever the drug is, what happens?
What happens? And it's
they're saying that you have to train your mind, and then you should be good after. But you're right; it's more of self-help.
Yeah. At some point, you got to make a decision: is this what you want to be and defined as, and ultimately die at being
100% dying is going to happen. So you're right.
Yeah, just a matter of time.
And I too, I've known you for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
I've known you before that, but
right,
we've got really close, really good friends.
I thought he was going to say he arrested you or something.
No, never did that. I got to give you a big shout out. You've been amazing, been a great friend. You're always there for me. The things that you're doing, and we bust each other a lot, but I'm always there.
That's a good friendship.
If I can take you anywhere, if I can be a part of any help that I can do for you, I'm always there, brother. And I love you.
Thank you. I love
and it's very important.
I'm very grateful and blessed to have you in my life, Tim.
Yeah, I know. And we rip on each other, and I get on his shit, and I say, "Where you
supposed
at?"
to.
Something. But that's because we truly care about each other, and I just am a little small part of trying to help you get on the right path. And if I can do that, that's what I'm here for. We have a good time, and a lot of people ask us, you guys are on there, you do have. I said, listen, we have fun every day. We always have a mission. We get in here early. We laugh our asses off, and we have a good time. And we talk to, and we get to meet people like you, Brian and DJ, and coming on here and just talking and BSing and just.
It's my favorite thing to do.
It's fun. You're great at it.
Might be the unofficial third co-host.
If you ever need me to come in, I'll come in again. I enjoy myself.
Next time we'll go over the slides with you.
What?
Yeah.
In all honesty, I could talk about the whole case. I just think it's fun to plead the fifth and have you guys go a little crazy.
It's super fun. We got Alessandra in there too. It's super fun to go over it. And I'm gonna
just like you were gonna screw with me. I was gonna screw with you. I knew that already.
With the law enforcement stuff, because I honestly am a type of guy, being in law for 31 years, I have a different perspective on things. And sometimes I like to give that perspective, and other times I like to hear the other side because, maybe it's less informed. If I were to try to tell you how to DJ, you'd be looking at me like, okay.
So but the DJ thing would be easier to do than about the kid shooting. Yeah, it'd be easier than
You can tell someone how to DJ.
You go like this.
Do you know what song would really work in this club, sir? Do you know everyone's dancing behind you right now? No, I have a song that everyone will dance. We turn around, there's 500 people dancing.
Back in black.
Yeah, let's go.
What's the best turntable song?
Freebird. Freebird. No, but now I'm completely lost.
Yeah, I don't know where.
So the perspective is the problem with perspectives is when you talk about a perspective on something really serious like that, people can take you the wrong way and obviously label you right away. That's why I'm very careful of what I say, and it's not because of iHeart. I am blessed to work for one of the best companies in the world, entertainment wise, and they have changed my life and they've taken care of me. My mentor Shorty, who's in Boston now, who brought me on the air, DJ Quest, who is my boss and now mentor. He helps me with so much stuff, and they're so hard on me too. They're not like, hey, you're like, they always say if your key still works at the door, you're doing a good job. They're never saying you're doing a good job. So they're amazing people. They help me a lot. But the perspective thing I'm always safe with is what they taught me is just they taught me the perspective of the outside source. So therefore, when it comes to those kids and stuff, I say I just don't know the situation from the officer's standpoint or anything like that. So I mean, I think if you do something wrong, you should be punished. And I think if you try to kill someone, you might be killed.
And that's why we try to use logic. And that's why we bring the video on, because if I just brought the video on and said, this is the way it is, and not, solicited a little information or input, then you got a show that's basically all my way. And I don't like that. I like to have a little bit.
No, you seem like you're definitely fair when it comes to that. I could see you watching a video and being like, nah, he didn't do that right.
Yeah,
I could see you doing that.
Oh, law enforcement,
100%. You're not one of the ex-law enforcement who's literally like, it's all about us. Like I meet those
absolutely.
people, but you're not like that. You see the broader picture, which is very important, especially when you do something like this.
Yeah.
Watch
No,
this,
and
watch
I-
this,
and I
Tim.
enjoy it.
Watch this.
Oh God,
What do you think
me.
about the George Floyd situation?
I'm not.
No, and I think Darren's,
Again, I have not seen anything like it.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of George Floyd, and I can say this publicly. Derek Chauvin, that was ridiculous to the
See what you
extent he
did?
went. To the extent he went,
I didn't.
right? But again, just one of those things. What happened after in the aftermath is totally.
Do you know what I always
control.
say is I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I don't I don't agree with any of it. Like I don't even know what to say. Like I just wasn't there. And I feel like everyone spins everything out of proportion both ways.
Yeah.
Like people try to save, and I'm not
Go
talking
too
about the
far,
Floyd,
yeah.
I'm talking about it in general. They save that everything was fine, and then some people say that, oh, that person was crazy. And I'm like, you can't go both ways. You have to meet in the middle sometimes to have an intelligent conversation.
Agreed, and that's the problem.
My mom throws in there congratulations, obviously to you being
Thank
over.
you.
So it's
That alcohol's for me.
And your son is
That alcohol.
That alcohol's for me. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
I'm going to have a drink after this. Okay.
Now I will, like I tell you, because I've been hanging around. I get a little bit, I've been hanging around the folks with the AA, and I respect what they do and all that. I'll have a drink here and there, but I don't go home in a situation where I don't drink hardly ever unless I'm with somebody socially or whatever. But I don't, I'm not like somebody who I could have an iced tea or I could have a Tito's and soda.
Tim only has one.
Not always.
So you know what's funny is I never would drink on my days off at home, and I didn't have liquor at my house. It's only when I was out doing events or something. So it was like not a good thing.
And I can't really look back at any. I mean, have I been in a situation where I've said some things when I was drinking that I probably wouldn't have? Maybe, but never where it's come to a point where I felt like I really had to apologize to someone.
And Morgan Wallen has a whole song about that.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Country plug again. Country plug. Country music coming soon.
Play it backwards, get all your shit back.
Who's
Right?
Morgan Wallen?
One of the top country artists, and he actually does music with rappers. And it's actually good. Like he has a great song with Post Malone.
Post Malone's not a rapper.
He actually can be a rapper and a singer. He does both. You're just so old school rap style that you have to realize you have to. He's that old man. Like get off my front lawn.
Oh no, he is.
You have to bend with what's going on and how music's
Patrick is
cross contaminating.
Don't tell me to bend.
He's very into his thing, and he doesn't.
You should love. You should love what
get outside.
you should love what you love. I mean, it's
Country music tomorrow on the way to work. We're doing it.
I'll send you a list.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll make a mix for you.
Yeah, do it. See, country music.
Don't do that. That would have hit me.
Yeah, no, you should put it this way.
Yeah,
towards
come on.
me.
Let me go home.
Good.
Shots
That's not
fired.
good.
All right, well,
but yeah, we gotta wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up a little bit before I spill all this stuff. We go to 10, but
what's in there?
9:42.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody jumping on. We have such a great
RiFiK
time.
holding it down.
I appreciate it, guys. I
And,
should have just stayed on for the first 30 minutes.
Good.
But
It's always good to have the.
Should have stayed on until Diddy was mentioned.
Yeah.
When
No,
I should have walked off stage.
Listen, we have such a good
What's
time.
weird is I mentioned Diddy more today than Patrick Dearborn.
Yeah, I know. My goodness, get me a little bit nervous. Thank you all for joining in. Make sure to share, like, subscribe, tell everybody about it on YouTube, Facebook. Our good friends, Dave and Jonna, Relentless Hope. We give a little point out. Down there, let's do it down there. Let's go.